We are live.
All right.
Yay, live.
All right, as we come into this, what you guys did last time was you completed your mission. You found out a little bit about Harris, some things that made you question a bit, but he still seemed to be on the level after he helped destroy the portal. You passed your mission. Each of you went on your various 2-week vacay before your official assignments. One of you went to go visit the wall. One of you went whoring, and one of you went to visit family. You all had a pretty good time. Some more than others, as one of you was teleported, butt naked, still thrusting on the stone floor. You were told what your designation is. You were told what your job is. You were given your pay for the month and sent to head to the flotilla to talk to Gwendolyn.
Yep.
You've been traveling for about 2 weeks now, and you stopped in a very small village, type of like one-horse town, really. And you went to a tavern. You ordered some food. You're sitting there. The last thing you heard was the waitress tell you about the watchtower up the way, that they've been waiting for their replacements and she thought you were them. And that's where we left off.
Did we go to sleep at all, or was it still dinner?
Nope, you have not gotten rooms yet. They have mentioned they have rooms.
Okay. So we ended with dinner.
It is in fact in the evening. That's one of the reasons you stopped off. It will be night soon, as you see through the windows of the tavern, the light getting pretty low, and the tavern keeper and the waitress are starting to light the candles inside.
All right. I walk up to the bartender and ask for how much for a night.
Well, you don't have travelers a lot, but it's about a silver a night.
All right. I plop down. Actually, is that silver or is that electrum? Yeah, that's silver. I plop down 3 silver.
I have not given you any electrum. Fuck you. Fuck that coin.
Yeah, sorry. It's just like how it's divided in this thing.
All of her gold to Electrum.
I found a penny worth of Electrum when I was whoring.
Fuck both of you. But
I only say that because that's it.
I want to note that I actually have converted a large amount of my gold to Electrum.
Oh, I hate you.
I
No
am
one's
not
going to
the
know what
worst.
that is. I'm telling you that right now.
What?
No one's going to know what that is.
What Electrum is?
Yes.
Well, they're going to have to learn.
Well, that bank's going to get a complaint from the FDIC.
All right. Well, that's mighty kind. Well, we have 3 rooms upstairs. We got open rooms. They're ready to go. He turns to his he turns to the barmaid. She says, "Dear, we go check on those rooms?" She goes back, "Sure thing, honey." And she goes off upstairs to make sure the rooms are open.
And I go back and continue eating my dinner and mead and drink.
Did you tell your companions you got them rooms?
Yep. I'll mention them. So I got us some rooms, so we at least have some actual beds to sleep on instead of the ground, or in your case, turning the back of the cart into like a home, Simone. So anyway, we got some rooms, so we at least got a place to sleep. And she goes back to drinking and eating.
Simone being standoffish there. Anybody else want to do something?
Simone's gonna finish eating and then leave this creepy paper cutout place. She's going to inspect the other houses on this weird Wild West town.
Yep. He'll probably gain suspicion since he was told it was a one-horse town and he sees 2.
Yeah, what's up with this house?
It looks to be a normal standard house. You see a You see a old painted sign. It seems to be a general store. You you make out that there's light. They're open. You take it, but there's no real foot traffic right now.
I'm going to go in.
Okay. You open. You hear a little ding ding, as the door seems to have a bell on it. And I do not. This roof does not come off. So fuck.
Shame.
What can I get you?
I don't know. I need to look around, see what you have. Do they have anything interesting?
Give me a perception roll.
Ooh, my good roll.
They have various things hanging on the walls, ropes, backpacks, torches, but you don't see anything special.
I want to do a quick pause because I have luck now. If I do a reroll, I'm going to actively reroll it. It doesn't seem fair if I know what the reroll is going to be before I use luck. Okay. Okay, nothing special.
Yeah, you don't really see anything special.
Okay, I'm just going to say good day, sir.
Next time, just tell me you're going to use luck before that, and then we're fine.
No, I wasn't going to use luck here, but because Roll20 does 2 rolls,
yeah,
I don't want to.
Yeah, that's for advantage.
I think if I use my luck, I should do a full reroll instead of taking the advantage roll because it's not fair if I already know what the roll is going to be.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fair.
I thought the way luck worked is that you did 2 rolls, you stored those for a later.
No, you essentially roll again. You don't get advantage with luck. You just roll again.
And I can choose between the 2.
Okay.
If he had advantage, essentially like that, he could take the 6. He'd have the 6, but he'd be like, no, that's still too low, and then get to roll again with advantage again. So,
what about this building?
Seems to be a house. Seems to be closed up. For the most part, doesn't seem anybody there.
Is it a nice house? Pretty house? What's it look like?
It's a decent house. It's comparable to the general store. It's been on in years, but it's well maintained. The wood seems solid. It seems to have brick up about the first foot so it's got a decent foundation, and then wood for the rest of it till the roof. You see windows. They're dark. You can't really see anything when you look in, but other than that, it's just a house.
Okay. And this house.
It's not really a house. That's more of a shed.
What's up with this shack?
You see this shed, and you look in, and you notice there's hay inside. There seems to be a couple of old horses eating. You see, it's a shack that's been converted into a makeshift barn.
And this one.
That's a nice house. It also has a sign on the front of it that says, "Come to our inn next door." But it's a decent house. It's got the same kind of brick foundation than wood. The tiling seems to be more on the tiling you could see of the roof seems to be in better shape than the one across from the general store. But for the most part, it's a nice little house.
Okay. I'm going to just come back in, see if my group's still there.
We are.
Are you guys still there?
We are.
You guys took Simone about 10 minutes.
All right, just finishing up the meal.
Took a casual stroll around this small town. I mean, this small village. I need to stop calling town.
Yep.
Is Bren doing anything right now?
No.
Just enjoying her.
She's
Just
relaxing.
enjoying dinner.
Yep.
Okay, well, you guys eat your dinner. It's pretty decent. You guys all got the pork and meat, and well, Simone got some wine. It's a decent meal. got some good roughage to it as well. You enjoy your dinner. You don't really notice anything else. You see the woman come back down after about 20 minutes and tell go up to the bar and say rooms are all done, and then go back to essentially cleaning some tables.
Okay.
You then and that's about it.
Alrighty. So it's like sun's down. It's like actually completely night out right now, right?
No, it's there's still a little bit of light. As Simone saw, the sun was heading down. It's twilight hour. The sun is just about to disappear over the horizon.
Alrighty.
You estimate it's, in our terms, it'd be like 8-9 o'clock.
Alrighty, so we're kind of like approaching
But
dusk.
this is summer, but this is the summer months, so it is.
Okay.
It is the sun's still barely out.
So we haven't.
it's
So we have not yet entered dusk. Okay. All right.
No, you're in dusk.
Oh, okay.
No, it's getting darker, actively getting darker as you sit and look out the window.
Alrighty. So
Yay! Darkness.
I'll just.
Darkness avails us.
Anyway, I'm just gonna quickly go up to the female barkeep and ask like, would you like it if I just brought my plates up to the bar, or just leave them there?
You leave them at the table, Sonny. That's what my job's for.
Okay. So I bid Simone and Bryn a good night, and I head up to the room.
All right, you disappear.
Whoosh.
So put yourself out there for right now. No, not under the cart. Stop it. You make it hard for the cart. God damn it. Meanie. There. There. Cart is an object. Stop that. You can actually control object, by the way, because you're the leader, I think. Whatever. All right. You see Castile go upstairs. You two are just kind of sitting at a table. You've eaten most of your food. And Flux isn't here right now. Oh no, he's back now. So
Where did our cart go?
oh, sorry. Got to put it back.
Oh God, Coachella, the cart's gone.
No, it's right.
Oh no, it just fell from the sky.
Curie has gone upstairs.
We don't drink.
Curie has gone upstairs. You two are just... Oh, Bryn has gone upstairs as well. Flux, you're the only one left downstairs.
You said it was about twilight right now.
Yeah, no, it's with how much time has gone by, the sun, the final rays are shining through the window. It's actively dark.
I'm going to go outside and sit and watch the sunset.
All right, you watch. You see a beautiful shade of amber and some nice oranges. You see this wonderful, as the sun just slowly goes down and the last bit of light shines across the horizon, and you swear you have a religious experiment, but you think that's the drink. And you just sit there watching the sun as it has disappeared, and you actively start to see stars pop up in the night sky.
Simon's going to spend about an hour just star watching before he retires.
All right. Now I'm going to take you all to the next map. Boop. Simon, after his hour, found himself in the largest of the inn rooms. All right. You can change the rooms if you don't like them. This is just what I set up beforehand.
I was just making a joke that Bryn's in the same room.
Oh, you're fine. Simon, being who he is, got the largest room possible. Castile, not really caring, got herself a nice one, and Bryn found herself in a nice room. You all go to sleep, unless anybody wants to do any rituals, or you find a nice warm pan of hot water in each of your rooms. It's still steaming, and you find a nice bucket of cold water next to it if you would like to get cleaned up.
She dives into the hot water.
You dive in. What?
Continue.
You dive into with a loud splash, getting it all over the floor. Hopefully you're going to clean up that later, you think to yourself. But other than that, you are getting yourself nice and clean. It's a very, for you and what you're used to, it is actually a very hot water.
Nice.
You look to your left, and you see there's actually a bar of soap there. If you would like.
And she starts cleaning herself off.
Weird for a druid, but fair. Flux, you seem to have dived into your tub as well.
I did not dive. Simon Valois does not dive. Simon Valois steps into the water and casts Unseen Servant to bathe him.
You step in. Your water was the first one filled. Yours is a little cooler, but it is still a good, warm, soothing bath. For for way out in the sticks, this is not something you expected added to a room, especially for 1 silver. But you also have soap. You get your Unseen Servant to grab the soap and start cleaning.
Yes.
All right, you get cleaned up too. Bren, do you do anything special?
She tests the water.
You touch the water. It's a nice warm to hot bath. You could have one if you want, but that's up to you. You also see on the shelf right next to it a couple of some soap, and that's about it. You see on your table there seems to be as you're looking around your room, you seem to on the table across from your bath, you seem to notice there's some late night snack laid out, some nothing that would go spoiled, but some jerky. You seem to have a covered container. You don't know what's in it, but otherwise your rooms are pretty empty. So, Bryn, do you take a bath too?
Yeah.
All right. So, Bryn, you get a bath. Everyone gets cleaned up. You all spend after all that time on the road. You all feel nice and clean. You welcome that these rooms seem to come fully furnished and fully equipped. Does anybody want to do anything else before they go to sleep?
Yeah. Catilda just cleans up her mess and with shaped water, and that's about it. Dries up, cleans up, and goes to bed.
All right. You go to bed. Everything's fine. It's a comfy. It's not anything. It's not a super special mattress for you, Castilla. It's a good bed. It's a solid bed. It's better than anything that was in the barracks. That's for damn sure. It also has a nice pillow that seems to have a silk pillowcase, which you find odd for such a small inn. But hey.
Yeah.
And you go fast to sleep. Anybody else?
Is there a mirror in the room?
In your room, yes. There's one here. It's not a full body mirror, but it essentially the desk and then up. You know what I'm talking about, where it's got from the desk all the way up, then curves and goes all the way down.
Vanity thing.
Yeah, vanity mirror. That's what those are called. You have a nice vanity mirror at that desk.
I'm gonna dry off and then go to bed.
All right. Your bed is really nice and really big. This was clearly designed for multiple people to be sleeping in it. But for you, I think it's a tad small. All right. Bryn, you're the last one to be awake.
Yay, sleepy.
Your water has started to get a little cold. But nothing you're not used to.
Yes, I will take this water and I will get very light sleep because this water will have uses in the morning.
All right, you go to sleep too. All right, what is everyone's passive perception?
19.
Okay.
11.
I don't remember what my passive is, but it's like a 15.
All right, how do I do GM rolls again?
16. My
Slash
passive perception
GR.
is 16.
It's /GR. I thought, okay. Fucking hell. There we go. Okay. Well, you all sleep pretty well. Cause still I'm going to need you to do how do I do this? This is gonna be interesting. You're unconscious. This is about your surroundings. I'm gonna need you to do a wisdom check
Straight
with
wisdom.
disadvantage.
Straight wisdom or a wisdom save?
Straight wisdom.
All right. At disadvantage. Okay.
Almost. You kind of wake up, but not really. You just kind of roll over and then go back to sleep. You could have sworn you have a weird dream where you could swear you heard something in your dream in the room, but you don't register it enough. And with that, you guys all have a nice 8 hours sleep. You hear a rooster, and Simone, you assume it's coming from the barn, and that was your alarm clock, and you all generally wake up.
All right. So Castile just gathers up her stuff and just takes one other.
You go to gather up your stuff, and you notice a couple of things are missing. Not too much.
What's missing?
About 20 gold. But what's your third most favorite item that you have on you? Most treasured item.
If I've lost my druidic focus, she's gonna be pissed.
Is that your third most treasured item?
Wait, no, that'd be my
Or is that
most.
your-
That'd be my most.
So what's your third most treasured item?
Let's see.
Whatever that is, it's missing. Let's just say that. All right.
In that case, that would be my leather armor.
What's everyone else doing?
Simone's going to wake up, get dressed, spray some perfume on himself.
You try to go dressed. You notice not only is your perfume missing, but one of your at least 2 sets of your very fine clothes are missing too.
Is that what we're doing today? We're burning down an inn? Okay.
It's the Abernathy's.
The
Oh.
way you said that.
Catilla, she's now pissed. She's going, someone stole my armor.
Is that the only things I've lost? Is my perfume and clothes?
Yeah, 2 sets of clothes. No, not 2. 1 set of fine clothes and your perfume.
I was about to say, am I just going to have to do this whole rest of this adventure free balling? Okay.
I thought you had 3 sets of
No.
fine. No, you have 2. Okay. 1 set of fine clothes, about 10 gold, and your perfume is missing.
So I have a question. Did they take anything from me?
What's your second most favorite item that you have on you right now?
My hadrosaur gloves.
Yeah, they're gone.
Okay.
Each of you find yourself being pilfered. Not everything. Not enough that would
Timothy.
Not enough that
Find
would
them.
actively harm you, but a little bit stolen.
I don't know. I think a minus
Timothy.
2 to my AC would
Go
be kind of
find
hurtful.
them. Hunt, Timothy. Hunt.
Who's Timothy?
The mouse.
You have a mouse?
I have a pet mouse.
Okay.
That's the most valuable thing she has. Technically, she has magical items, but she values Timothy more.
All right. Your mouse looks at you and sniffs around and goes to the door where where it scratches, and you notice there's some markings on the door where it's very clear someone stupidly broke in.
She picks up Timothy. Good. Lead the
Okay.
way. She puts Timothy on her shoulder.
Okay. Oh, sorry, you guys aren't ready yet.
Catilla, we were burgled last night.
Yes.
At least I was. Sorry, that's not someone's voice. Catilla, we were burgled last night.
You kind of notice a near naked female. She only has like some basic like rags that she's like trying to convert into like clothing, like sacks into clothing.
Cool. Simon is obviously going to ogle while he says.
Yes, he would.
Yep. Currently, Catil's just trying to convert a sack into like clothing.
First off, 8 out of 10. Very well done. Do you have any evidence? Do we have any leads?
I am going to try and get a good scent.
Crap, I'm doing that. Go ahead.
Bryn just coughs and points to Timothy.
Actually, 7 out of 10, because Catilla probably doesn't shave down there, does she? I feel like you probably lose druid levels if you shave down there.
That's one. And two. And three. Bryn points to Timothy. He's got the scent.
Do you have a mouse? Okay, very well. Lead the way.
You've seen him before.
I try not to pay attention to little creatures.
She puts Timothy on
Timothy
Simone's shoulder.
Timothy jumps off, jumps onto a table that's in the hallway, and then jumps onto the floor and walks towards the stairs.
After him. The mouse stole from us. We know the mouse is leading us to the person who stole from us.
Yes.
All right.
Follow
I'm
him.
still groggy. Haven't had my daily routine.
All right. You head downstairs and you see the barmaid running frantically around the place and the innkeeper running behind the bar frantically, and then sees you come down. Was anything taken from you last night?
Yes. We were burgled.
You and everyone else in this small village.
Inside check.
He's telling the truth. I don't even need you. He is distraught. He's not putting on a front as all. The woman is running frantically. Have you seen my wedding ring?
Took the second most valuable thing to her, and it was the wedding ring.
No, you don't know what.
Now, for
I have
you it
not
was the
seen your wedding
second. For
ring.
me, it was the third.
Yes, for everyone it was different. For Castile, it was different because she almost woke up in the middle of this. So
My 16 didn't get me.
no, I will tell you right now, this person rolled an 18. Now you take -5 for being asleep, but this person rolled an 18 on this stealth check, and then rolled a 22 on their what is it called?
Did either of you see anything odd last night?
I mean, that gentleman in the cloak. Last thing we saw, he waited till we had to kick him out, and then he still hanged around outside.
Do you have?
We were about to run up to the watchtower and report this to them. They seem to they're who we go to whenever there's a problem.
Do you have anything of his, like clothing or something that might have his scent?
I mean, he sat on that stool all day. That's the only thing we got, and he points to the stool over here.
Wolf mode.
Catil grabs the stool, brings it outside.
We shall find your stolen goods.
Well, he took 2 barrels of ale, and he took the cash box that has our monthly take on it. We kind of need that back, or we're gonna have to close down the inn. As you walk out the door, that's what you hear.
So I do a quick alignment check to see if I can justify taking that. No. Okay.
Bryn can.
Okay, and I have it.
Bryn totally
And
can.
I'm trying to gather a scent from this thing. And it's with advantage.
You catch a scent, and it leads to where your cart was.
I'm going to hop on the back of Wolf Catilla.
You head over there. You notice your cart's still there, but your horses are gone.
Son of a bitch.
I try and sniff the
Alright.
horse's scent. Stick with the same roll, or do you want me to do another?
It's fine. You get the scent from your horses. You're used to them. It leads out of town. Up the road a bit towards the watchtower. You don't know from there then.
Alright. Catil kind of lowers her body and tries to make a motion for those two to get on her.
All right, I'm going to need you to give me a strength check as a wolf. I'm willing
Bryn
to allow
is
one
not
person
going to
on
get
your
on the
back.
wolf because she's already as fast as the wolf.
Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't know what your
dire
speed
wolf-
was.
Yeah,
I'm a
one
monk.
person on the dire wolf is perfectly fine. Yeah, no, you can handle it just fine. You could take them both. You can take Simone. There is no such thing as ride check, so I don't really need Simone to do anything.
It's an animal handling check.
Simone is going to be doing something. He's going to be sizing up the cart and whether or not it could fit a direwolf.
Well, that is something.
Oh, it is a
also,
large-sized creature.
I
No.
will let that strength roll go to try. Are you trying to pull the cart if you want?
No,
to?
I'm just. Simone's not even bringing it up. He's just
Idle music.
looking at the cart, looking at Catilla, and just kind of eyeballing if those two could fit together.
All right. You see the woman run out, and she says, "Go to the watchtower if you need any more clues. If you haven't found enough, they monitor the roads in the area, and then run across the street, and you see her bang on the door. No, not that door. That's the store. Runs to this
she
door
goes
and bang.
to this, no, she's disheveled. She knocks on the wrong door.
Yeah.
She knocks on the wrong. Yeah, you got a fair point. She knocks on the wrong door, realizes that's the shop and not the house of the man who runs the shop, and then runs over and bangs on the door, and you hear, "Yeah, what do you want? What? Maria, what's wrong? We've been
Someone
robbed.
stole Maria.
We've been robbed."
This is a very touching scene. We should probably.
Yes, we should. Or
This
I do
goes
not
on
give
the
two shits about these
background.
podunk people.
You actually see the general store owner pop out and look across the street at you guys readying. God, no, you're in wolf form. He was gonna give you a set of leather armor to take with you just for right now, but no, you're in wolf form. He doesn't know anything.
I'll take the leather armor.
There's no reason for him to offer it to someone who already has armor.
I don't
Maybe
have
I just look
armor.
like a man who wants armor.
Too
Bryn
bad.
doesn't have armor.
You see him look at Maria and go, "You boys going after him?
Yeah,
You need anything?
some armor would be nice. Leather.
Come over to the store real quick." You see him run over to the store. I don't have an icon for the shop. I'm sorry. He runs over to the store. He
Yep.
opens. You see him. You see him as you follow. Do you follow him?
Yeah.
You see him run into the back. He fuddles with a key. He says, "Fuck," and he just pushes the door open. I swear to God. And you see him go in the back, pulls out a nice set of studded leather armor, and he essentially throws it at you. You try to catch it.
Yeah,
Get whoever did this.
got it.
And then he goes back to looking. Do you guys head out?
Yep. Start heading out
Alright.
with Simone on my back at 60 feet.
All right, I need to know your destination.
I'm
are you
following the trail.
same trail exactly, or are you going to the watchtower?
I'm following the trail. The scent.
Okay. All right, you travel for a bit. You see the watchtower in the distance. The scent trail follows the main road and then curves off into a little side road you barely make out. If you weren't actively searching, you would have missed it. And you start heading down that road away from the watchtower, and eventually go here. After a couple of hours of traveling, find yourself on this old cobble road. And everyone put their
Do
characters
you want us to
down.
be at the top or the bottom?
Bottom. You're coming in from the south. Diplo, can you
I'll try again. Let's see. Can
oh,
I
I put you
finally
on.
place? No, can't.
Okay. Flux wherever you want.
Well, I would be on the back of Catilla.
All right.
Catilla, I got you some other armor so you don't have to run around naked.
Thank you.
And Catilla's wild shape would have been up by
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's why she's saying that.
Yeah. So at this point, the wild shape's up. So you got some studded leather armor. You put it on. Your wild shape fades. Bryn hands it to you, and you put it on. So keep that in mind. It's decent. It's old. It's not been well maintained, but it's been maintained enough to be functional.
It do its job.
I have a cloak of protection.
Yes, you did. As you guys walk, you're walking down the road, keeping an eye. Are you trying to go stealthy? You're just going regular, or are you going fast? The pace for all of this: stealthy, regular, or fast?
I say fast. Let's murder him. Let's carve out his heart and eat it in front of him.
All right.
Let him watch.
What's
as it
everyone
drips
else's
my
vote?
jowls.
Alright, so we got a good scent. Like it's like roughly right ahead somewhere.
Yes, it's right up. It's down this road. Wherever this person went, they went down the road. And as you're traveling, you all notice something weird about Bryn. Your badge is missing as well. Now you don't value the badge that much, but it's odd that that's missing.
Wait, my
Your 54th mobile division.
Yeah, your badge is missing. The one you keep on your person to designate for anyone who sees. Yeah, it's missing.
I don't give a shit.
You don't give a shit, but it's missing. The rest of them notice though.
Ours missing.
No, you two still have yours.
To be fair, Brit has probably thrown hers away at least once, and then it's come back to her.
All right. So I need to know the pace for the next part. This
Stealth.
All right. We got one for fast, one for stealth. Flux. It sounds like you're the tiebreaker of the group.
Speed. I want my
All
shit
right,
back.
speed it is.
I don't want people to pay.
All right, you guys speed along. You're running down the road. I'm gonna be moving you for a bit. Who would be in the lead? It would be Castilla.
Probably me.
So Castilla's
Because even though I'm out of wolf form, I probably still have a good idea of like the scent.
Bryn would
At least
be in
what
the
to look
lead,
for.
but Bryn is trying to stay with the group. Simone is in the back a touch. And as you come to this point, you see a rather dapper gentleman jump onto the rock. Oh there, it's gonna be all your loot, all your life. Me and my companions are gonna take that life.
Can you bother other people?
Runs over and stabs him.
Wait, as he says that, you see.
No. As he says
I know,
that.
no, that's fair. That's how we're gonna start combat. But I need to set this up. As he says that, you see an archer pop out from behind the tree and a man with a rather large battle axe from over there. So you just bloody murder run up and stab him?
Fuck you. We're in the middle of something more important.
He goes, hey, wait. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
I was gonna tell him.
You get a free attack on him.
With advantage because he wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, sure. I'll let that go.
I was gonna be saying, there's another group behind us. You could rob them later. We got a thief to steal our shit back from.
Actually, while you're saying that,
That's what I would. That's what I was gonna say. Oh, but whatever.
as you're saying that, Bryn, your rat actually perks up. They have the scent too.
Yeah, so they probably have some of our stuff on them.
Everyone,
and he
I'm
takes-
sorry. I keep forgetting I have to open up every time. There you go.
Yep.
And
So-
I have to put Bryn on there because can't.
Well, I
put it-
can roll myself. Look, see?
Oh,
I'm
cool.
on. Yeah. I just need you to put my token down because it won't let me put it for some reason.
All right.
Because roll 20.
I
is silly.
apologize in advance for this. I'm trying something new. Each of these enemies have their own character sheet. I'm gonna.
Fair enough.
So this guy just gets stabbed, takes 11 damage. He's like, oh.
All of a sudden, the guy with the
Oh.
battle axe chucks an arrow at us. Wait, that was actually him chucking his battle axe. Okay.
Okay. That's no, that's initiative. Fuck it. All right, here we go. That was a dex check. This is weird. All right. D20 for the Berserker. It's +1. Q. Game. I hate you sometimes. Here we go. Add turn. Next up, our friendly. I've been setting this up while I was talking and setting things up. It actually took me by surprise a little bit. Okay. So for our Berserker, it is a +1. Whew. For our Archer, it's +4. And for our Duelist, it's a +2. Okay. Oh, they all rolled pretty well.
The duelist is like, oh god, I pissed off a crazy woman.
Okay.
So I die.
What the? All right. And now I do by descending. Here we go. What the fuck? Okay.
No, ascending is going from lowest to largest. You want it to be descending.
Yeah, descending. There he goes. All right. Bryn, you get your free attack, and then it will be your turn. So, how do you attack this duelist by surprise?
So I just
Keep in mind, keep in mind the rock is not high, but he's essentially 5 feet above you right now. He's standing on the rock.
Yeah. So she just slashed his leg. So
you're trying to make him fall?
No, I'm not going to try and make a fall. I'll just follow him up on the rock.
All right.
Monkey flips and whatnot.
All right.
And then I guess I'll stab him in the back.
All right.
Stab him in the back.
Yes,
I don't think
you successfully hit the duelist. God, I gave him a special ability that should help him, but I don't think even against 23 that's gonna do anything.
This poor man has just been getting beaten.
No, wouldn't help. Okay. Yeah, no, he takes 5 slashing damage. He was not expecting that at all.
And 2 cools. And then punch. Oh
no, you only I'll give you those 2, but nothing more as the surprise round because he would be expecting you at that point.
Yeah, and punch.
Yeah, you miss him by the way.
15 misses.
Yes.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Well, I know that was an 11. You don't get.
Oh yeah,
you got advantage on the first one because he wasn't expecting it. The second one, at that point, he's expecting you to attack.
Yeah, and that will be Bryn's turn as she whistles because they'll one and done. Then the next.
Okay.
Okay. Bryn, it's now your turn. You get to go your turn now. That was just your surprise attack.
Oh, wasn't my surprise attack earlier the 25?
Yeah, that was your surprise round. You got a surprise round, and now you're getting your actual round because you were first.
Yeah, but I rolled a surprise round attack earlier before I rolled initiative.
Oh, I didn't notice that one. How much damage did you do?
I did 5 slashing and 6 cold.
Okay. He's not looking well. He definitely wasn't expecting a crazy woman to run up and fucking slash him and then attack him twice in a row.
Yeah. And now it's actually
so that's 6 plus.
Yeah. I've done 18 damage. Yay!
Yep. Yeah, no, he's not happy. All right, it's the Berserker's turn. You see him foam at the mouth, raise his axe, and charge towards you. And he's going to try and do. I set this up, and I like this. He's going to try and hit you with his battle axe. Does a 19 hit you in your normal form with
Yes, it does.
Okay. Does 7 damage as he just just slams this axe down on you.
Okay. Ah!
For the record, he does a rage, but it's not as potent as the rages you guys remember seeing being practiced in basic. It's weird.
Obviously, this guy took a level dip in Barbarian, but didn't go through the full training course.
All right. Oh, right. These are all GM rolls. You guys don't get to see it. Good. Set that up enhanced. Yeah, you took 7 damage. All right. And that's his turn. And then the duelist spins around, looks at you dead in the face, and goes, "How dare you?"
Can I just punch him in the face for no damage?
No.
Oh,
Sorry.
thunk.
Oh! He does his special strike.
She punches the sword.
Does he hit you with a 15?
No, she punches the sword.
All right. He misses, but he still gets +2 AC till the next turn. So, I
I
shouldn't
am
have told
going
you
to
guys.
beat you
I
with
shouldn't have
your
told you
own
that.
sword until you can't feel your intestines. As I string them between the trees.
Well,
All right.
If you don't stand down.
As you hear Bren just threatening this person to high heaven, because still, it's your
well,
turn.
we know the drill. Move that there. Bring this here. Bring up to large.
He's not phased by you at all, for the record.
All right.
Oh, right. I have to size it. You have to size yourself, but okay.
Yeah, it'd be really nice if I could do that.
Sadly, not a feature.
All right. And nom. I assume that's a hit.
No, it's a crit, so it's max damage.
And I need the strength check.
All right. His strength.
Oh, that poor dwarf. Cuts to Bren just punching poor duelist. He's like,
You think you have him, but he just kind of kicks you off. To no effect, except for the damage you do.
All right, so he took 16.
Yep.
hey, we both did 16.
All right. Is that all you're gonna do?
That's all I can do at the moment. Without risking getting
Alright.
whacked.
You see the archer get ready as he brings up his bow. Never did that right. Damn it. Okay, great. And you see him cast a little weird magic actually on his bow and then shoot. He's aiming at you at the giant wolf, to be honest with you. He was aiming at Bren, but then a bigger threat entered the picture.
Ah.
Yeah, sorry. The disadvantage of having a giant dire wolf show up.
I have you know, I am definitely the bigger threat.
He doesn't know that.
16 does a 16 hit you?
That meets my AC.
All right, so it does. I need you to give me a dex save in wolf form.
All right, Dex.
Oh, I know this spell. I'm a ranger. Not a ranger, but a...
Don't.
You fail and take a total of 7 damage to the arrow. And as the arrow hits you, suddenly a hail of thorns come out. Fortunately for Simone, he is far enough away that it doesn't. But Simone, you see this hail of thorns fly around your wolf companion, and fortunately, I rolled very low. You only took 2 extra damage from that, so you took a total of 9 damage.
Okay.
Simone, it's your turn.
Simone is going to walk over. Can I see all parties involved right now?
Yes, you can see through your allies.
Okay. Can
The archer has half cover because he's
I don't
hiding
care. Do I have cover against the archer right now? Because
um
I'm behind the wolf.
technically yes, I looked it up. You do get cover from allies.
Cool. Simone grabs a small little bottle of blood in his pouch, dabs a bit on his fingers, and draws a sigil in the air. I'm going to need all of them to make a charisma saving throw.
Huh. That's actually a really good call. Okay. Next up, Archer Boy. And finally, the duelist. Only one with a decent charisma. You feel the magic take over for the archer and the berserker, but the duelist seems to ignore it.
Okay. And I'm going to pat Bryn on the back and say, "You've got this." And she's going to have bardic inspiration. Sorry, Catilla on the back.
All right.
I was about to say, how the hell did you pat Bran on the back
Well,
from way
yes.
over there?
My arm stretches out. It's the feet I got.
Wait,
What
you're
Mr.
Monkey D.
Fantastic
Luffy?
bullshit is this?
Caster supremacy, bro.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Sure.
Flux?
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Bren, you're up.
Yep. Okay, Bryn is going to Shanky Shank McShankerston shanking.
Okay.
Shank.
Think that's
Normal
enough
roll.
shanks.
They don't have advantage.
No, you do not have advantage, and he seems to be watching your hands with his sword, trying to parry blows. You miss.
And then I punch him.
You miss again. He's somehow using his sword. First, he blocked your sword from hitting him and deflected it to the ground. And as you come up to punch him, he actually has the pommel of his sword. He uses you smack the metal instead, almost kind of numbing your hand a bit.
Yeah.
He seems to be doing some. He seems to be in a weird stance, focused intently on everything you're doing.
Yeah, and then I get to do the really fun thing that makes Drunken Master fun. Because I flurried.
You didn't flurry yet. You only did one punch.
Yeah, then my third punch and
You
flurry.
used a key point to do a flurry.
Yeah, I'm using a flurry.
You still miss.
That's fine.
So there you go.
Yeah, she uses the third punch to springboard past him and go over here.
Okay.
So she flips over him, double birds him, lands.
He
and rolls over to the door.
looks at you in sudden disbelief. We were fighting like men. And then
You're fighting like a bitch.
And then you ran away. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just gonna fuck with him right now.
The berserker still intent on that wolf. Not happy. Does a 14 hit you in wolf form? He tries to hit you, but this time you're ready for it as the axe, as you dodge out of the way, and the axe just slams in the ground, leaving a large sweeping gash in the ground. That's his turn. Duelist, you see, imitates you a little bit by doing a flip as he goes down and then runs up. He's going to try and hit you again. Does a no, that's not going to hit. A 7 is definitely not going to hit you.
Bryn just slaps the sword of his hand again. What did I say? Get better. Then we'll fight like men.
He still gets his +2 AC, but unfortunately he does not hit. Right, and that's his turn.
Castilla, what did I say? Help me with one person.
Castilla, you're up.
And nom time. With advantage.
On the berserker?
Yep.
He does not have a high... you got a 19. You're lucky, because that 9 was going to miss.
Yep.
He doesn't have a high armor class.
Yep, and this is why I get it.
All right. Well, you're also flanking because we do
Yep.
flanking, but
And
Yeah.
strength check.
He's
okay.
a berserker. Do you think you're gonna really flip him?
Minor.
He ignores you.
Reminder that Bane applies to strength checks to
Oh yes,
saving
it
throws
does.
as well.
So yeah, these.
Okay.
Okay,
this.
so
1d4 rolled. GR. Nope, he still kicked you off.
well,
All right, and you do how much damage?
I do 14 damage.
Okay. I've got too many character sheets in the way. He's not looking good.
I mean, he's raging.
I mean, he's still not looking good. You notice that you all, since you've all trained, you all notice that normally barbarian rages, they seem to take less damage. He seems to be taking full damage each time. Something's wrong about their skills. They don't seem to be up to what you guys would expect.
Bitches.
Let's
take their lunch money.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
All right.
Let's take their lunch money and beat up their parents in front of them.
All right. You watch as he seems to curse because he can't seem to do that again. As he tries to shoot you with just his bow, and unfortunately for you, Mr. Wolf, he crits.
Oof.
Why aren't they targeting the monk?
Honestly, if you had a dire wolf attacking your party, you'd probably try to take it down first.
No, I talked to the person that's flipping around like a maniac.
You take full damage, and that would be
That's 4
10 damage. Take 10 damage in your wolf form.
All right.
All right. He seems to duck behind the tree, and I will let anyone who wants to make a perception roll.
I don't care.
You all seem to lose sight of him.
I have a 16 base passive.
You all seem to lose sight of him as he ducks behind the tree.
He's a ranger rogue. The most broken combo in 5e. As said by a GM of a text game I was in.
All right.
That's a legitimate thing I need to tell after the end of the session.
Simone, you're up.
Simone's going to move over here. Point to the barbarian. Run.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, a wisdom save. This should be good. With Bane. This should be good. Okay, so maybe he'll make it with that single digit roll, but I doubt it. But just because I want to be fair, how badly does he fail? Because I can role play that. Oh no. Oh no. So I just want to know for the record, he rolled a 3. Because this is going to be funny.
So it's a grand total of 7.
I gotta wait till his turn, correct?
Oh, he uses his reaction.
He immediately tries to run away.
Oh boy.
He had full movement speed, so that's...
It's like 30 feet probably.
Yeah, he runs away from you, so that would be
From
through
me.
his ally. Tries to run up there. Both of you get attack of op. Miss.
Oh, wait, I get advantage.
I have advantage too.
Again. Yay! Oh, wow, crit. And I don't know if 14 hits.
14 misses.
Aw.
He has low AC, but not that low. And you crit. You do.
17 damage.
As he's running away, he gets
Oh.
blop, blop, and then
I'd like to mention this. It started at a crit against him. It ended with a crit against him.
All right. Is that your
I
turn,
will-
Simone?
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to turn to the duelist. Were you the one? Sorry. Were you the one who took our things?
Things. What are you on about?
Did
We
you
are
steal
highway robbers.
steal from the inn?
Kind of looks
Wait.
at you funny. That was Bob, and as he says, as he gets ready to attack Bryn again.
Cool.
I
No.
have many questions. Like one of them being,
I have
why
to keep
are
in
you-
mind each round is 6 seconds of combat, so you can only have
Reposition.
quick snippets of conversation. What is this?
Reposition.
Everyone, you
gets
get to move your speed.
move your speed, no up attacks, and oh shit, no, I didn't. Sorry, can we rewind that real quick? I did not completely forgot that uses the reaction. No, I don't. I wouldn't have used that because I just used the reaction stuff.
Okay, so-
Off attack.
Alright.
So that one is.
All right.
You thought about using
Yeah,
it, but
never
you
mind.
didn't. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, instead
So is
I'll
that
just
your
give
turn?
bardic inspiration to Bryn as well.
Yes, you can do
And
that
they-
from range.
So now you both have bardic inspiration.
All right.
yay! I can spend a bardic inspiration to inspire others.
No, you use your bardic inspiration to get yourself.
I'm gonna step here.
Okay.
Stab. Shank, shank.
Okay. Can you hit him this time? You barely hit him. He seems to be watching your blade, but also nervous about the wolf that's now behind him with no backup. And you wait for a moment where he's looking at the wolf and you just stab him in the gut,
Take that.
doing 6 damage.
And then punch.
This time he's kind of focused on you, but for some reason he's not keeping up this time, and you get him with another 8
Yeah, she just
No.
sucker punches him in the face. He's like,
as he's kind of trying to pull the blade out. All right, is that your turn?
that's Bryn's turn. She just sucker punches him in the face.
Fucking dead. You see the he moves around you, not out of your Ooh, wait. I said it, so he has to do it. What, Kiri? I need to know what your dire wolf range
5
is.
feet.
No, okay, no, he was out of range.
Doesn't
All right,
matter. He already used his reaction again this round.
he moves around you, and so you are positioned between him and you are hit between him and your wolf, and he's going to try and stab you, being pretty kind of pissed off. You kind of stealing his thing, parrying his blows.
Slaps the sword. Come
Does
on,
a
come on.
19
You need to
hit
learn
you?
better. Where is your style?
Does a 19 hit you?
That's a 9.
Oh. Damn
Those
it,
are
yes.
9s.
Oh,
I think I see the issue. It's like that little divider there.
yeah, no, okay. All right, no,
Slap, slap.
miss.
You didn't ask if a
Okay.
9 hits him.
Does a 9 hit you?
No.
Okay. Takes still gets his +2 AC. All right. And that's his turn. Still, you're up.
Dude. 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 Dude.
Oh, fuck. I just realized something. Because I made him invisible, it skipped him on his turn. We're gonna reverse for half a second.
You want me to move back to where I was, or?
No, you can stay where you are. It wouldn't affect that. He would still be targeting you. You see him pop out between these two bushes. Takes an aim, and he shoots at the wolf. Still thinking he's got a chance. Does a 16 hit you?
That meets my AC.
All right. You take 10 damage as he actually rolled really well. As another arrow.
Did you
this
bane
one-
that roll, bud?
16. It does. Oh God, you're right.
Because that would make it miss, no matter what the bane is.
Yeah, no. A 3. No, he misses.
Yep,
Never
I'm
mind.
fine
You
then.
take no damage. All right. This time you see him try to duck into a bush. but he's very obviously still there.
Okay.
And now we go to Castile.
Do. Make the move.
Go for it.
And numb. Wow. Really?
He for somehow even between you two, he watches for your mouth and he just kind of blocks it with his blade.
Really? I rolled a 1
Kinda
and a
pushes
2.
Your mouth away. You rolled a 2.
I know. I just find that hilarious.
All right, is that your
Yeah,
turn?
that's my turn. That was a move and an attack.
All right. You see him, think he's hidden, pop out,
Bane.
and
Still apply?
yes, still applying for his stuff. He thinks he's catching you by surprise. He doesn't get advantage like he did the last time. Does a 17 hit your wolf form? Wait. If I roll a 1 on a D4. 1 D4. Ah!
Pew!
Does somehow a 15 maybe miraculously hit you in wolf form?
Nope. Pew!
He tries to hit you, but this time he's shocked to find out that you seem to be ready for him the whole time. You just kind of watch the arrow and then duck out of the way. He gets kind of scatterbrained and let me see. He thinks he's stealthy, but you very clearly make out his bow and his head still in the bush.
Prince is gonna go over and start beating him. What? No, stop.
Simone, it's your turn.
Is he in cover right now?
No, you can very clear. He thinks he's being stealthy, but actually from you because of the rock, he has cover. If you move up a bit, he will not be. Yeah, you can now see him. He very clearly thinks he's being stealthy. He thinks you can't see him, but you very clearly can.
Give me a wisdom save, bucko.
And then he's gonna have disadvantage and negative D4.
I thought you were going to use your stick of magic missile, but
No.
Nah.
That's for
They're not
Bob.
worth that.
That's for Bob. Bob's getting a shotgun to the chest.
He's getting it to the knees.
Oh well,
No. He's Bryn's. We can remove his kneecaps with the short sword by freezing the bloodstream.
He crit his roll. He got a 22 wisdom.
On disadvantage?
Well done.
Well, no, he doesn't roll disadvantage on it. He just gets the D4 penalty.
Yeah, that's still a 22.
Okay.
It's even maxed. I will roll that D4 if you want. It's still gonna.
Nah.
All right.
And I will going to continue my walk.
He
still
took 3 damage though. So.
No, he doesn't. Takes nothing.
Oh,
If
he
you
takes nothing.
make the save, you take nothing.
Okay.
That's Simone's turn.
All right. Bren, you're up. Once again, the duelist is sandwiched between you two.
He is not going to have a good life.
He may have made some bad decisions.
I don't know why, but I don't think he's going to have a good life.
You crit. You do max damage. So in this case, it would have been.
No,
I don't know why roll 20 keeps having you roll double with crit. I mean, roll.
That's what it is in 5e.
Yeah, you basically rolled the attack again, but without a modifier.
No, we looked this up, didn't we? Flux. Full damage, right?
That's 4th edition.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind then. I've been doing it wrong. Okay. No.
That's 18 damage.
He tries to parry your blow with this magic sword, but he doesn't seem to be able to.
By the way, she's not going for a killing blow with that.
Oh, you want him alive?
Yeah, I want him alive.
All right, you right at the last second as you're about to essentially carve his head, you flip the blade to where the flat side and you just smack him across the head, knocking him to the ground and knocking him out.
I hit him where I've been kept on sucker punching him, So right on the nose. So there's a crunch sound.
Yeah, but he is out. He's not dead, but he is unconscious. All right.
And
The only,
then
the only
Bryn
one
just,
left seems to be this archer ranger weird thing that seems to think he's very, very hidden.
Bryn walks over to him. And
What's the deuce?
And then bonus action just punch him. Hi.
Are you able to do that? I forgot. No, actually, yes, you can interrupt your attack action with moves. So that's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Try to punch him.
Thunk.
Okay. You definitely hit him.
5 damage.
He takes 5 damage. He seems more shocked than anything that you somehow know where he is.
He's hiding in the woods, and suddenly through the bush comes a fist, and he's like, "Wait, what? Oh, right! Why does she keep
Is that
punching
your
all of us
turn?
in the nose?" Yeah.
All right.
Hi, new friend.
Dead. Castile, you're up.
I don't need you to go that far.
No, it doesn't matter.
It's mostly to help you.
Okay.
Really?
Somehow you bite, but you just get leaves and branches. He may not have been the best stealth man, but he somehow put enough between you and him that you could not get him.
And that's my turn.
All right. He puts his bow away, and you see him pull out a longsword. He's looking frantic. He seems to be wanting to run away, but he's sandwiched, and he knows that's not going to end well.
Come on, run away.
What's the worst that could happen?
I need some target practice.
He's going for you, Bryn. Does a 15 hit your AC?
She slaps the sword away. Come on, let's see. Come on, give me a real swing.
That's his turn. Simone, you're up.
Simon's
You already
gonna
have
look
one. You already have one that's on the ground unconscious, and
Simon's going to look over at the bush, notice that's handled, walk over and give this man a kick. Is he still unconscious?
He rolls over. He actually loses 2 death saves because of that.
I didn't. It's not hurting kick.
No, he's still out.
So more like a
He's
tap
at
kick
0.
to see like.
Yeah, he's at 0 hit points.
Simon's going to
He's
kneel
essentially
down,
bleeding out.
position his rapier on beneath the man's neck, and then give the man 4 points of healing to wake him up.
Okay. Yeah, he comes to.
I don't have time. Where's Bob?
What do you want? What?
Where is Bob?
Okay, you're gonna have to wait for his turn to get a response, because he is groggy and just coming to.
Where's Bob?
But is that your turn? You're essentially questioning why the other 2 are taking this one out?
Yeah.
Okay. Bryn, you're up.
Hi.
You
18?
successfully hit his 16 AC.
Yeah, this is why I decided to move where I did.
I mean, yeah, but I can.
Takes
I'm
12
a drunken
more
mastermind,
damage.
and then I punch him.
He's not looking happy.
Now, Castile, don't
you
eat
hit
him.
even with, I don't know why sometimes your rolls are grayed out for me now.
Well, that's the first roll because advantage.
You,
So it's showing you which one's the better roll.
I think it's done that on a few other things.
Yeah. You definitely you clock him in the face. He's bleeding out now. Okay. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Castile,
I
you're
have no
up.
idea how this will work, but I'm going to try and non-lethally bite him. So I guess, like, bite and hold on to his leg so he can't run away or something? Don't know how else to describe non-lethally biting.
Break his legs.
You essentially, well, I would say you essentially. That'd be hard. You essentially, instead of biting him, you headbutt him. Let's say that. All right.
I mean, she could break his legs by chomping on that one.
Yeah.
Going for the arteries.
23. You definitely hit.
12?
Yeah, no. He's knocked out. And while he doesn't have to make a death save right now, considering the damage you did, probably next turn. I mean, your next turn, not his next turn.
By the way, on lethal damage would just make them unconscious, not
Oh,
put them
okay.
into.
They're,
You need
he's
to actually
knocked
make
out.
death saves. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's kind of like in
He's
Bull
knocked out.
3.5, where it's like,
Yeah, they'd be unconscious but stabilized.
Yeah. All right. He's unconscious.
Now we
as
get to
well.
bully them. Punch, 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 punch.
I hope not. All right. Combat is essentially over unless
Yep.
something else happens.
I guess, like,
But so you guys can act, but I'm going to keep the turn order up because if one of you does something silly, they are going
just
combat.
try
will
and,
start
like,
again.
reestablish the scent.
You smell it on the archer's hand of the scent you're trying to get. It's north.
All right. I'm going to stay over the archer, just like so that way, if it tries to wake up and run away, I can at least try and put him back down again.
Yeah, Bryn's gonna drag the archer over to Simone.
Okay, so you're dragging the archer over. Okay.
Yeah, she's grabbed him by the collar and is dragging him.
I will
Alright.
repeat once more, where is Bob? As I'm going to start slowly pushing the rapier.
Simone.
He's at the base.
Simone.
He's at the base.
Good. See? Now he gave us the information. Okay. Now then, you two. Names.
Kind of looks at the other one and goes, and he looks at the archer who's still out and goes, "My name's Daryl. It's hard to talk while you have this sword in my throat."
Simone? She snaps her fingers at him.
Simone's going to pull it away. He's the kill.
Yep.
Good. And your archer friend?
He doesn't talk much. He's weird.
Okay. Good. Well, I'm gonna wake him up then.
Okay, you start
She
slapping
slaps him.
him. He comes to what? He still has a sword in his hand. He starts wildly slashing
She
out.
slaps it out of his hand.
Okay.
Name.
He looks at you. Doesn't say
Every
anything.
minute you don't give it to me, I break a limb.
He doesn't say anything the first time.
Yeah, she breaks his foot.
There's
Ah!
a very loud growling behind him.
No. This is me.
Adriel!
Hi, Adriel. Good. You've
You
learned.
notice as you're looking at him now with his his hood down, he seems to have some elven features, which might explain the name.
So you're half elf. So we have Adriel and what's your name again? Dave?
Daryl.
Daryl. You work for me now.
They both look at you confused.
You both work for me now. Is that clear?
They still look confused. They don't understand what you mean.
You do what I say, as I say it, how I say it, or I kill you here today, right now, by gutting you and letting you lie on the road as you slowly waste away as buzzards come.
They both kind of laugh at you.
Okay.
And you hear Daryl start to pipe up. We're already dead. We're bandits in this country.
Oh, I know. I'm just
Second,
giving-
the fact is, this is our life, and they suddenly have attitude now because you're seemingly showing mercy. This is part of they rolled really well against your intimidation, by the way.
Yeah. The moment they start laughing,
And they just kind of laugh at you and go, and they dare to start standing up.
no. The moment that he starts laughing, no, just the moment she starts laughing, Adriel starts laughing. She just stabs him.
All right. Does anyone stop Bren from stabbing the half-elf archer bandit? Nope. Dead.
Is Daryl also trying to stand up, or?
Now
Daryl's still trying to stand up and still laughing because he's
Yep,
like,
she's just
I'm
gonna-
going to
prick
hang on.
deserved it.
Catilla's basically going to just bring her like bring her paw down just to push him back down. So like,
Okay, you push him back down. He's still trying to stand up. And laughing.
yeah, the
He's
weight of a
actually
dire
looking-
wolf pushing down on him.
Oh, he's at 1 HP. Yeah, okay. No, are
He's
you
technically
actively?
at 4, to be honest.
I have 4. Are you actively trying to hurt him?
Oh, and
I look to the other two and look down, and maybe apply a little pressure enough to make him scream.
You do. Does Castile in Wolf form see any like don't kill him looks from either of you?
yeah, Bryn's gonna say, "Don't give him a don't kill him" look.
Simone looks annoyed and impatient.
Bryn's going to be very blunt. Let me explain again. You are bandits. This is your chance to live and not have to worry about dying. This is not mercy. This is the chance to be
Okay.
useful to me.
Okay, Daryl looks at you and he sits cross-legged on the road and kind of points to your to Simone's badge there. Goes, you do understand we're deserters, right?
I understand.
The second anyone finds out we're still alive, we're either over the wall or dead,
Oh, I know.
or forced labor camp. It's not fun when you desert.
Daryl. She points at Joe. If I move that sword an inch to the left, an inch to the right, he dies. Now then, I didn't kill him there, and there's a reason why. Because
Right.
I need henchmen.
Look, we already have a boss.
Daryl.
We already have a boss. We're already loyal to him. And honest to God, you're not good at this, buddy.
Can
He's
I
much more
finish?
convincing.
No, Daryl. We're going beyond the wall. You're
Okay.
coming with us. Either
Okay.
unconscious or conscious. I'm taking you
All
with me.
right. At that, he looks at you. He stares. He goes, so you want to commit suicide? Just kill
And
me here. And he buttons up. He's done.
Okay, she knocks him out. She's taking them with them.
So you're just dragging the both of them?
Okay, it's gonna slow you down.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I'm just gonna start going
We're
back.
literally.
Actually, considering she has 2 limbs, she can actually grapple and drag them at her normal pace.
No, you're taking 2 bodies awkward. It's slowing you down, dude. That's a lot of weight. Two different creatures, both medium size.
We're going to the watchtower anyways.
I mean, the
Well,
watchtower
maybe.
is to the south.
I'm just following the trail, though. The scent.
The watchtower is actually about 20 minutes to the south of you now. You guys turned onto a side road.
Okay. Bryn will whistle to the others. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah. She's dragging
Are you
these
just gonna
two-
leave the body in the middle of the road?
the dwarf corpse? She's gonna say, "You guys can strip him while I go take these 2."
All right.
Simone's gonna turn to Catilla. We're losing time. Let's go.
She nods and goes back to going after the trail, and lets
The
her
nice
on.
thing
Get on her
here-
back and.
The nice thing here is, because I'm gonna pipe in as God right now. He could catch up with you as he's alone, so there's no problem with this. You guys are still functionally going to be traveling together.
Yeah.
All right.
Bryn is bloody fast. And
Alright.
Bryn's gonna drop them off and say, I need them chained.
You head to the
shackled, and-
watchtower. We're gonna do this real quick. So I just made this map and you went there. You show up with the 2 bodies dragging them. Who did you have? You had the archer
Archer and Daryl.
and the duelist.
Audriel and Daryl.
Wait, what kind of monk?
What?
What kind of monk can catch up with a wolf at 4th level?
Out of curiosity, what is your move speed?
I think he has a 45.
Yeah, and I can also technically, with Drunken Master, boost it to 50.
Okay, so you're a little bit slower than me.
Okay.
I mean, there's, yeah,
I
I'm
thought
not.
a wolf was 40.
No, Direwolf
Wait.
is normally 50, but I took mobility, so I have an extra 10.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know your movement speed was that high.
Then I will be 60 then.
But to be fair, when they are having somebody
Well,
ride on
in an
them,
hour, you'll go back to being 30. That's how I'm going to judge this.
Yeah, and there's also the fact that they have to
Yeah.
be slowed down by their carrying of a person. Blah blah blah.
Well,
I'm on the back of. Yeah, I'm on. I'm on the
Yeah,
back.
but they
Simone
don't
is
have a
on
saddle.
his noble steed.
All right, Bren. All right, Bren, you come up to a watchtower. It seems to be made of wood. There's tents. It seems to be up on a small hill. You find the path. You're dragging the two bodies there. You see a pallet. You seem a decently armored fellow. You see a guy in robes with a staff. He seems to be cooking something, and you also see a person on the roof of the watchtower that's looking out. For the most part, you see them. They go, "Hold! What's this?"
Bryn, long story short, deserter 1, deserter 2.
Do you
This
flash a
is
badge?
she doesn't have her badge.
You don't have the badge that would hang on you. You remember you got two sets. You have a badge you keep in your pocket, and you have a badge.
Yeah, she flashes the badge then.
All right, yes. Just for future effort. So if you have essentially ornaments
then
that
two
you
badge.
hang on your armor or your clothing and a actual
Yeah.
badge.
Yeah, Bryn motions to the badge and then motions to these two.
Are these the people from town? We had some. I mean, from the village, we had some people run over here saying they've been robbed.
They're part of the group. Yes.
Are you our backup?
No.
Are you our
Nope.
replacements?
No.
All right,
Mobile
and
infantry.
then you see the one with the bow jump off, slow fall, and walk over and start tying them up.
Good. I need them prepped because I'm taking them with me.
If they're deserters, we're going to report them. They're going to be sent, probably for trial.
No, their trial's already been handled. They're going beyond the wall.
I'm going to need you to do a diplomacy check. You are asking them to break protocol. These are standard grunt soldiers. They follow orders. They most of the time.
Can I roll performance instead?
No, I need a diplomacy check, dude.
Persuasion 12.
Persuasion, yes. Look, we understand you're part of one of our mobile divisions and all, but he's already called it in. And you look over and you see the mage has an orb out, and he's talking into it. We'll have orders soon. If you come back before then, they're yours. But for now, we'll keep
they
them.
are mine. Let me reiterate this to you. I don't care about your command structure. I don't care that he called it in. They are mine.
Okay. Sure. And he gives you a weird look, but
and if they're not here when I get back, then she's gonna leave.
Yeah. All right. You walk away. You see them being taken over to the side of the watchtower. They seem to be tied up and waiting. And you head back, catch up with your group. You head back to the path and you start sprinting. And let's go back to the world map for now. Okay. Oh, my connection's been interrupted. Anybody else here still there?
Yeah, still here.
Interrupted too.
All right, I'm gonna reload. Everything seems to be fine with their status records, so I'm just gonna reload. Oh no, I'm back. All right, I seem to be able to move things around.
We're in a fascistic society. Let's be fair here. Slavery isn't the least awful thing.
I mean, they're probably going to be sent to a work camp, to be honest.
Again, we're in the setting is a fascist society, so everything Bryn's doing would be perfectly normal to you guys. She's just doing it in a way that
I'll be honest with you. You didn't roll high enough. They're I'm not going to tell you yet, but it's
I mean, I'm just pointing out like that's Like,
No, I'm not. That's not the reason it didn't work out for you. You didn't roll high enough. Is the main reason.
I mean, yeah, but I've not been rolling high enough when I'm needing to get like 20s on a d20.
Well, I mean, you've been hitting very, very hard, so you've been getting very lucky with. You've been getting very good rolls when it comes to attack.
Yeah.
All right. You guys walk. Well, Flux, you ride on the direwolf for a little while. You'd spend about an hour, and you start seeing traces of travel, active travel on the road. How long does your wolf
1
form
hour.
last? It drops. As do you motion to Flux that it had dropped?
I make motion that it's about to that's about to stop, so I just stop and get down so we can get off.
Simon hops off.
All right. You guys are on the road for a little bit longer, about 10 more minutes. Yeah, the signs of travel, it seems like someone's tried to actually, Castile, give me a nature check.
Okay. Really?
You actually did pretty good. It for you, it seems like they have tried to cover their tracks but done a terrible job. You can clearly tell that that there's a secondary road. And you guys you seem to peel off. Bryn, I need you to do me a perception or nature check, whichever one.
Passive perception is 16.
Um, you know what? That's high enough. You as your friends are traveling at 30, it takes a while for you to catch up. It's starting to it's you guys have traveled for a little bit. It's been
I also
It's
have boots
still-
of
it's late
striding and
morning.
springing.
yeah, it's late morning. You two come across this. So I need Flux. Bryn, when you come in, we'll say I need Flux and Kiri to put your tokens down.
Down towards the bottom, like hereish.
Yeah, somewhere you can either be on the path or be in the woods. How do I do this? Go. There we are. All right, you guys sneak up and you're noticing a wall. It's not a tall wall. It's not a terribly well kept wall, but it seems to be a little wall around something. There's an opening to the east. Seems to be a tried to hide it, but not really well dirt path to it. You find a little pond in front. There seems to be some trees cut down. There's enough bushes and trees to provide cover for now. But you're looking, and that's all you see for now.
I'm guessing we can't see over the wall. I'm guessing it's too high.
From where you guys are looking, no, you can't see over the wall. It's enough. You do make out. How do I do this? Here we go. Reveal area. You do make out a small tower. Seems to be hanging over the wall. And I'm going to want perception rolls from each of you.
Okay.
Bryn, you have to catch up. That's all that's happened.
Of course, you give me the low
I
one.
got my passive. Wait, no, I got 2 better than my passive.
Not fucking hell. I did the wrong thing. There you go. I do not need you to be on the token layer map. Okay. Oh, it's GM where I have. You see a man standing in the tower, just kind of overlooking things. Doesn't seem to spot either one of you. You both, while you were traveling, if you would like, you could have done a short rest.
Okay, short rest.
Enough
All right,
time
good.
has passed. You can use hit dice if needed. Castile, he's not making himself hidden. You can see him. Simone, it takes you a little while, and Castile kind of has to point you in the right direction before you see him up there. But he seems to be looking over the wall. Every once in a while, he seems to walk over and look at another direction. He seems to be keeping watch.
All right.
Right now, he's looking in that direction.
Okay, so I point out. So right now it's just the two of us. Okay.
Two of you, you see reveal area. You can see a bit more down here. You see another tree. You see more wall from where you are. Just see, that's all you see for right now.
Okay.
You can't see anything inside the wall except for that tower.
Okay. I'm going to try and stealth my way to the next like. Are these like bushes or trees?
Those are bushes. What you're in right now is a bush. This is a tree.
Right.
These are bushes.
I'm going to try and stealth my way to this tree and try and climb up it. Specifically on the back end of it, so they'd be like the tree would be what they'd be seeing if they looked directly.
Okay. Okay, I get it. All right, give me an athletics and a stealth. Okay, your stealth is really good.
Uh-oh.
Well, your stealth is really good. So as you sneak to the tree, and as you start to climb, you get 1 foot on it, and you just slide down, making a noise. But fortunately, you look over. It wasn't loud enough to seem to catch his attention.
I'm going to actively search just to make sure of that.
Your 20 stealth saved you there.
Yep.
No, he hasn't changed his pattern.
Okay.
He's now seemingly looking the other direction, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But he doesn't stay looking there long. And I'll say when.
Looking at the tree, does it look like it might be really slippery or something, or like?
No, you just misjudged it very badly.
All right.
You thought there was a knot there wasn't, and your foot just essentially went down the tree.
Okay. Could I try again, or would you say nah?
I'm gonna need you to explain how you're gonna be climbing differently.
Yeah, I can't really explain that, so that's a no then. I can't really think of any other way.
I will give you a chance to try again in a little bit after you've maybe adjusted yourself mentally.
Yeah, so not right now.
Right,
Okay, but
so,
at the very least, moving to the area of the tree, do I see anything else, like a little bit better over the wall, or not so much?
You can't see over the wall. You see a little bit further down. You see a log that seems to be covered in mushrooms, but you see that I couldn't find a good tall grass texture. The area on this side seems to be some taller grass between the trees. It's not well kept.
Do I risk it? Do I risk it though? It's
up to you and Simone.
I look to Simone and try and do the military hand signals of, do you want me to go further north? What does Simone say back in sign language?
Simone nods.
Okay. I'm going to attempt another stealth check to go to the next tree.
Oh, by the way, with that perception check, you hear some horses. So you know there's some horses in there.
Our horses. Okay.
Can't see them. You don't know where they are, but you hear some horses.
All right, so I'm going to attempt to stealth to the tree.
Right. Give me a stealth check. Because you stopped moving. That means you need a new one. That's still very good. You wait for when for him to have his back turned as he goes a full circle. You wait for him. You watch him, and then you wait for the opportune time when he turns and heads to look over this direction, and you kind of swim through the grass and just get over to that tree
Okay.
without needing any help.
Okay.
With that, Simone, Diplo, are you here? No, he's not here. With that, Simone, you see Bryn, out of breath, come to the corner of the map. Do you make any movements to Bryn or anything?
Someone's going to notice her there, but not acknowledge her.
Okay. Because she seems to see you, see the fence, and seems to recognize a little bit of stealth is needed. So she goes into the bush. All right, Diplo, you're on the map. You've noticed everyone's sneaking, and for at least this point, you snuck into the bush. Okay? All right. All right, you were saying Carrie?
Okay. Looking at it here, does the tree look... Okay, I'm gonna try... This is a completely different tree. I'm gonna try and climb up, not all the way up, at least enough to where I can at least see somewhat over the fence. So, like,
Okay.
depending on how big the tree is, that could be like a quarter or halfway up it.
All right, you
Athletics.
because you rolled good. You noticed that he's staring in your direction
So
right
I'm
now.
going to
You
wait.
wait.
I'm going to wait until he's not looking.
Okay. All right, takes about a minute or two, and he moves over. He's still kind of in your view. You wait a bit longer,
Okay.
and you see him turn to turn. This would be the time.
All right. Oh, dice roll! Don't fail me now. Come on.
That's enough.
That's
It's not a high roll. It's not. It's a very branchy tree. But I need a stealth roll as well, because you're trying to do this quietly.
Oh, come on.
All right, this time you're anticipating it. You're waiting for him to turn his back, and you go a little bit too soon, and he sees you climb up the tree, and he's about to call the alarm. You guys have one action to try and do something before.
Well, I guess I'm going to... Wow, I actually did not include that into my thing.
All right, he's right here for the record. He's actually within 60 feet of you. Simon. I moved him last time.
I mean, how high up is the tower?
Oh, you're right. The tower's a good 20 feet up, so now he's out of your range.
Well,
of 60 feet.
let's see. Distance is that. Distance for that. Well,
all right, Bryn, you move up, getting ready to run in, so that's your action.
I'm gonna try and hit him with a sling.
Well, yeah, you're still climbing. You get up, you get to see the interior, but as you get to see into the courtyard, you don't get to see inside the house.
I have X-ray vision.
You really shouldn't know the horses are there.
Well,
either,
I heard the
because
horses.
Right. You see, seems to be a house, a little old style stone house with a single tower. But as you start weighing in, your eyes meet with the watch, and he's going to do it. So what do? You're gonna sling him?
Try and hit him with a sling. I need to make a macro for this.
Simone, is there anything you're gonna do?
Second level sleep spell.
All
After
right.
the sling.
Okay. All right, do your sling roll.
That should be a 20. I didn't put the 3 in for some reason.
Okay. I'm going to have to open up him, because this is another one I made a sheet for. He is the bandit fighter, and he does... Oh, no, you hit him. So how much you knock off with your sling? 1d4 plus dex.
4 damage.
Okay. All right. Roll your. He goes to sleep. He's asleep.
Oh, thank God.
He had a whistle. He had a whistle up to his mouth. You hit him in the head, doing doing a little bit of damage. And as he starts, you all see him kind of yawn and kind of lie down. Go to sleep. How long does that last?
1 minute.
You got a minute.
Okay, I know how long that takes.
So I'm going to give you guys an option. Do you want to go into initiative order now, since you're under a time duration, or do you want to go and I'll judge when a minute
I think
has gone
initiative
by?
might be best, because that way we know it's 10 rounds.
Yeah, let's do initiative.
All right, everybody okay with that? All right, everybody roll initiative. Add yourself to the thing, and then roll initiative, and I'm going to put him on here.
The one thing I'm happy about is that I'm rolling much better than the last few sessions.
Yeah.
All it took was making Bryn more of an asshole.
Like, how many crits happened in this session?
You guys have gotten way too many, to be honest with you, but that's
All
sometimes
it
that's the
took
way it
for-
works.
I was rolling horribly when I was playing Bryn as a nice person, but now that
Go with 12. All right, all right, and we're going to go descending. All right, Bryn, you're first as you see your friends miraculously put the watch guard to sleep. You run up to the wall, your body is leaned against it. You notice there's a rather large tree overhead, but other than that, you are uncovered and the opening to this place is east of you. Simone and Castile, you're right there. Castile, you see into there. You see a well. You see a shitter, or at least a place with a hole in the ground. You don't see your horses, but you know they're where they are because you can hear them. You also see a little building.
Okay.
Other than that, you see an open courtyard.
Did the initiative thing go away for anyone else?
It shouldn't have.
Yeah,
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
There it is. Whatever.
Okay, so Bryn's gonna move 4 over here and then peek in to see if there's anybody in the courtyard.
There is no one in the courtyard, but as you peer around the corner, you see your 2 cart horses. They are right there. They seem to be latched up to a post.
Okay. Then continuing. 1, 2, 3, 4. She can get to there.
All right, you're going quietly, right?
Yeah.
Give me a stealth roll.
Stealth.
Yeah, you're good. Good. All right, they got clean water. You can smell it from here. You've been running. You ran full out for the past hour. You could use some. It's very tempting, but right now you're focused on finding out if there's anybody else. Is that that what you're doing for your first round? Action and movement.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is him, but he's asleep. Simone, you're up. Action, movement, bonus action, reaction.
Mantle of Inspiration. Both I and Catilla get 5 temporary hit points and get to move our speed.
Okay. From here, there's too much of a gap, but you can try to jump from tree to tree.
That is something I was actually going to ask during my turn.
Yes. I'm saying that because you have speed right now. You can try to jump from tree to tree. It's not a huge gap from each tree. The branches seem like at least to you, seem like they would. Give me a nature check. In fact.
Okay.
Where's the other tree?
It's right here. One of these. This is what happens when I add different. It's right there.
How close is that tree to the top of the tower?
It's about halfway up. The tops of the leaves have clearly been trimmed a little bit to prevent sight loss, but you don't know if you could get up there from there. Oh yeah, no, these branches look like they're plenty big to support you.
Okay. I relay to that the branches should be able to carry us to the next tree over. And
Okay.
we got our move.
You go for it.
Yep.
Someone's gonna just
Give
make
me
a
an acrobatics. Give me an acrobatics. Yep, you're fine. All right, give me an acrobatic. Yep, I can still. It's not a high DC.
Come on. That's just teasing me.
Give it to you. I'm still gonna give it to you. It's not. The trees are fucking touching. This is like watching a squirrel walk across the tree highway. You slip a bit, but you don't fall. Yeah, you're starting to question your tree climbing abilities. But that's your movements.
That was our reactions.
That was your reactions. So, Simone, it's still your turn with your movement, your normal movement, and your action.
So, Nia, this is gonna be a rules question for you.
Oh God.
Unseen servant can perform simple tasks that a human servant can do. Would you say a human servant could smother someone in their sleep?
Unseen servant cannot do combat, cannot cause harm or do combat. I read that somewhere.
That's accurate. Yeah.
Sorry. No, I would allow him to try and pick the guy up and maybe push him off. I would allow, because it's not the unseen servant that would be causing him harm. It would be gravity and the ground. I would allow.
Strength of 2. It's not.
What?
Unseen servant has a strength of 2.
Oh, never mind then.
How far?
What it could do is it could get a bucket of tar and put it on his head.
How far up is the tower?
From where you are right now, you're in the branches of the tree. About 10 feet. You could get it with a good jump.
Good acrobatics jump leap.
Yeah, good acrobatics leap. You think you could get it? Especially.
That's lucky, that one. There we go.
Thank God you luckied that one, because I was gonna have fun describing how your face smashes and then scrapes across the edge of the tower.
I'm gonna do a spin jump like Samus does onto the tower.
I like to imagine he Prince of Persia that thing where he did this, then he used the sands of time to go back and said, let's try that again.
You actually you're testing one of the branches for a springboard quality, and you actually find one and you spring yourself up on the branch doing a flip. And with that high acrobatics check, because of long luck, I'm gonna say you very quietly land right behind him, the sleeping man. All right, that's your movement.
Count that as my action too?
Yeah, I'm gonna count that as your action too.
Okay. I'm gonna wave at Catilla. Sure, my rapier.
All right, Catilla, you're in a tree. You just saw Simone do some ninja fucking shit.
All right, I give him a thumbs up at the side of his rapier, and bring myself down.
You still are using your 20 stealth.
Yep.
For the record. So you gently climb down and you're going around the corner.
Yep.
That is a window. Do you look in?
Yes, I do.
All right. You don't see much inside from the window. Just see a table. It seems to have some colored jars on it. You don't know if they're potions or not from here. You see the edge of a chest. You start looking more intently. Give me a perception check. I'm gonna see how far in you actually see. Oh, you see just about everything except for around the corner. You see a fire. You see this seems to be a large, great room. You can't see in this corner area, but you see it seems a large room. There seems to be a fireplace. It's active. It is a little chilly for some reason over here. But you don't see anybody. The only thing that catches your eye is some potion jars sitting on the table. Right.
Okay. What am I thinking? Looking at the window, does it look like you open it by like sliding it up and down, or?
This doesn't look like it's an opening window.
Okay.
It seems to be old glass that's in there
Okay.
with some heavy iron keeping it in place.
Okay.
But you do notice the door is open.
That is odd.
Front door is open.
Doot, doot. And peek in the corner to see a little bit further.
You see a little bit more.
And
You make out the edge of a person.
okay, could we use that 20 perception I had to like maybe like hear if he's like snoring or anything like that? Or
You hear a weird sound. You hear the sound of metal on wood. You can do a check of some type to figure out what it
that
is.
probably sounds like a straight up
but-
knowledge check.
Yeah. You hear a knife on wood. You hear the distinct sounds being from a farming area. This is someone whittling.
Okay, to Bryn, I don't know if I still have the time for it in my turn, but to Bryn, I try and like sign.
You've done quite a bit
Yeah,
so far.
I'll
I
say that's
think
no.
that was your action reaction.
Yeah, okay.
You've done quite a
That's
bit.
that then.
You've done quite a bit.
Yeah, all right then. That's that.
Yay!
All right,
Bryn's
Bryn, you're
turn.
up. You've seen Simone do some ninja shit. You've seen Castile seem to sneak up and do some scouting. You see your horses in on the posts. What are you gonna do? And we're using whatever your stealth check was earlier. It was good. I remember that much.
Yep. 15. 30. And there's nobody inside this room?
Nobody is inside that room, but Castile points over and points out that she sees the edge of a person and sees the edge of a person. She uses the sign language you guys were taught.
Mm-hmm. So, if Bryn puts her
All
head
right,
in
you walk in.
No, Bryn. I want basically Bryn's putting her head in, just enough to try and see around. Like, I'm saying, it's like the guy over here, or is he over here? Like,
he's right here. I will allow you a little bit more. What was your stealth check earlier?
I mean, I can just go like prone, be low to the table.
You gotta. Okay. You still got decent. See, you see half of a dude. He seems to be whittling with his feet up against the table, sitting in the back of a chair. There we go. And that line was killing me. You notice looking in the. Do you look in the other direction? Are you scanning the whole area? Or are you just scanning?
Yeah,
that?
scanning the whole area.
Okay. You notice a oh no, you don't. That door's closed. There's a closed door over here. There's a closed door over here. There's a closed door over here. This door seems to be open, and you know a guy's in there.
Oh. Okay, she's gonna step back here.
All right.
Swinging back. I'm just gonna motion at the door where she sees the guy coming in.
All right. He's whittling away. He hasn't noticed you yet. All right, is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Asleep, about to die. Damn it. I made him something cool. Simone, you're up. You have an unconscious guy. He seems to have a nice bow and he seems to you don't know how, but he seems to be really skilled with that at pinning people.
Yeah.
But
Simone's gonna take the bow and start looting the guy's body.
God, it's magic sleep. He can't wake up.
Mm-hmm.
If you mess with him. You take his weapons away. You take his extra quiver, and what do? You toss him down the stairs? What are you doing?
Is it a nice bow? What's it like?
It's a decent bow. It's a nice oak bow. It's nothing expensive, but it's been well used.
Yeah, I break it.
Okay. Well, with him breaking very loud wood.
Oh, I mean, is it going to be okay? If it's going to be loud, then
Cut the
I
string.
mean, you
I'm
wouldn't
just
know
gonna-
until you broke it, kind of.
You wouldn't know that until you broke it. Have you ever broken a bow before?
I'm going to assume Simone's been trained in combat, so he's heard a bow break before.
Okay, I'll
Simone
allow
was
it.
at like a training camp, so
I
That
will
sounds like a
allow
common
you
sense
that.
check.
Yeah, that's some common sense. Breaking wood makes noise. So, all right.
I'm gonna kind
Break
of
it. You
move the stuff over here.
Yeah, all his weapons are over there. He doesn't really seem to have anything on him besides like a small pouch. It's got 5 gold in it.
Okay, I'll take that too.
He seems to have a bag of jerky and rations on him, probably snacks for watch duty. But other than that, he doesn't have anything on him.
And Simone's just gonna casually have the rapier in his hand above the man as he watches his party members.
Okay, is that you're not okay?
When I stab this man, he's not gonna die. It's gonna get loud, so I'm waiting.
All right, Castile, you're up. You see Simone wave you guys in, and then see him essentially position his rapier right over the man's throat,
Okay.
waiting for you two to act.
Okay. The part of the guy I could see, like, roughly, what would it look like the direction he's facing? Like, is he, like, facing the door, like, going this way, this way, this way?
He's facing the wood. He is looking at the wood in his hands. But if you want, I will give you it's gonna be a high perception roll. You only can really see like half of him. He's partly blocked by a table and a wall. But I will give you a shot.
Nope.
No, you don't know. You don't know.
Okay.
You can tell from your previous roll because of the chair, he is not facing the door. But that's the only thing.
Okay.
You don't know if he's looking away completely, if he's half in, half out.
Okay.
The only thing you can determine is he's not looking directly at the front door.
Okay. So, let's see, the horses. They're just still making, like, standard horse noises. Nothing, like, distressed.
Yeah. They're not happy. This is not a familiar location. They're not making too much noise, but they're being active.
Okay, not quite just stress levels.
That is one of the reasons, I'll be honest with you, even with your stealth rolls got even better. Is because the horses are making noise.
Okay, so as much as she'd like to, she will not calm the animals down, but she will go toot, toot. And this is kind of being really meta, but with the passive of 19, do I see like that attaché here, or is that?
Yeah, you see a little book. You walk in and you see a little book on one of the tables. The various other tables, I couldn't find all the icons. One of them has a meal on it. The other one just has some various small tools. It seems like one has a bridle, one has a saddle on it.
Okay, I look at the book.
Okay, what are your languages?
I speak Common, Druidic, Halfling, Elven, Goblin, and Dwarven. No, wait. Never mind, not Dwarven. For some reason I saw Druidic and I thought Dwarven.
It's in Elven. So, it seems to be a guy, it's an Elven script. It's written beautifully. And it seems to be describing loot they've taken. It seems to be describing daily activities. This is a journal. You assume the journal of the half-elven archer at this point. It's got the name written on it, and you confirm it now.
What is the most recent entry?
Okay. This is going to be your turn. Let me think. How am I going to say this? Because this is 6 seconds. You read for this round. This is going to be the rest of your round. You can't do anything else. Bob came back. Idiot robbed from a patrol unit. Boss is pissed. Don't think Bob is making it out this time. And then it says going out on ambush duty. And that's it. That's the last entry.
Okay.
It says it in more eloquently and in much more words, but I'm shortening it down. You skim it, you get those details.
Yep. Okay then. I don't suppose I have time to put the book in my pocket, but oh well.
I mean, you can if you want. I'm not gonna stowing something is interacting with the environment to consider it a free action in most cases.
Yeah, okay, I'll just put that in my pocket then. Then that's my turn.
Right? That's your action. All right. Bryn, you're up. For some reason, Castile left you at the front door and went into the other room. You
Blink,
see her fumble in there, but for the most part, you don't know what's going on.
blink, blink, blink.
Yes.
That's your turn.
No,
Okay.
she's gonna. Okay, so this guy.
Are you actively walking in?
I'm gonna be trying to still sneak in.
If you want to like have it so you can like move your icon by inches, hold Alt.
All right. Here's what I need you to do.
Okay.
There's actually no defense for that spell. Okay. You hear loud as soon as you walk across the threshold. You hear loud from the room up here. Boys, we got company. And you see a thin silver thread materialize and disappear as your foot crosses it. And with that, I'm going to reveal.
Ah, the alarm trap.
Yep.
I mean, it's a spell.
Yeah, it's a spell.
I mean, the alarm may be going off, but by the time he shouts that, there is going to be a guy currently experiencing the pain of Shanky McShankerston.
All right. And for right now, we now go into everyone's these guys are not supposed to be on GM layer. They were supposed to just be hidden on token layer. Here we go. That's why you couldn't see them. There it is. You guys were seeing half of that. All right. No, go back to where you were. We are now in initiative order for these guys. And how they roll is going to essentially be. So the leader, which is this one, rolls. Shit. I hate that sometimes. All right. D20 plus 3. Oh. Okay. Leader gets a 22.
So his turn's already gone in this initiative round.
No, he'll be going first. You essentially were taken by surprise from the alarm spell.
Makes sense.
Yeah. The point of the alarm spell, really. It's not that. This guy is not as quick. He gets a +2.
Pardon?
Said this guy's not as quick. Gets a +2. All right. We are going to go by ascending. Actually descending. That's right. Forgetting. By descending. All right. You hear the boss yell. Simone, even you hear him yell. He busts out of the room screaming, "Boys, we got company!" You see this guy snap to attention, and he looks in. He sees you. He knows you're at the front door. And you see the leader hold up his heavy crossbow and gets ready to shoot you. You didn't know you're a monk. You didn't know you could do it. So here you go. Oh shit, I never gave him an actual crossbow. Damn it. I'm just gonna use the archer. There you go. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
All right, he tries to aim, but he seems to be groggy or at least surprised, and he shoots at the and he hits the door instead. That's gonna be his turn. Bryn, now you're up.
Okay, just sorry a second. One of my players from this game.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, sorry. There we go. Someone asked me a question. And, yeah. So he misses, and the leader's got a crossbow. Yeah, I don't need to worry about him. He's not a threat.
As you are you walking in? As
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
walk in, you see a man in some dark robes. Seems to have two kukris in his each two kukris, one in each hand. He's getting up ready to attack. What you gonna do?
I'm going to move over and Catilla, I swear to God, if you don't focus fire, Bryn is going to punch you. Shank.
He actually has a decent AC. I think that might not work.
I am going to be very annoyed if an 18 doesn't hit.
Okay, he has an AC of 17. You actually pass it. Yeah. No, you hit him.
And then I'm going to spend a key point so I can double fist him.
Okay, first do damage of the sword.
14.
Okay.
And then fist 1 misses. Fist
All right,
2.
You hit with that one.
And that'll do 6. Yay, punch.
Okay, so he's not happy. Looking at you, pretty angry.
And I can disengage 10 feet. Boop, boop. So I'm just going to, kite them out.
Okay.
Can
Is that your turn?
I can go a bit further, so I'll go. No, I'll go here. Yeah, I'll go there.
All right. It would be this guy's turn, but he's asleep.
For 8 more rounds.
Yes. And you see him, he's pissed. He goes over here. He seems to grab one of the potions, downing it, healing for a little bit. And then, see, that's. And now he's standing in the doorway, looking dead at you, getting ready to jump out. He's going to do something else that's weird. He does his special ability. His ability. Oh, there it is. There's his sheet. Okay, I need you to do a will save.
A will save, you say?
Yes.
That.
He brings both swords up and starts doing that thing where you have each blade go across as he looks at you menacingly.
Stares back.
Yeah, no, you pass it really easily. He tried to do something on you, but you seem to completely ignore it. And that's going to be his turn, which means we're up to Simone. Simone, you've heard ruckus. You've seen. Yeah, you know it went down.
So, question, because D&D doesn't have these rules, but we are in olden times, and this could really fuck someone up. What are the rules for kicking someone down a tower full of stairs?
Depending on the height, they would take fault damage.
And is this like Slinky level where he's going to keep going?
He would.
What are the physics in your world?
With how tall the tower is, 20 feet, rolling down wouldn't take as much damage as just falling straight down. but he'd still get fucked up. You estimate he takes some damage from it, but you don't know if it would be more than just sinking a sword for an automatic crit into his throat.
Well, what we're gonna do, because I looked up sleep, and I can do a shit ton more than needed. Because apparently someone has to actively shake or slap him awake. This isn't. I could yell into his ears all I wanted, and nothing would happen. So I'm going to lift the man up. Kind of
carry him like a baby.
Yeah, a baby. Position him on the side of the tower.
Oh no.
So what I want to do, Neo, is best described as pushing with my sword. I want to stab the man off the edge. I want him to wake up in free fall.
Okay. All right. First, take your advantage hit because he's. I can't believe you missed on this.
Lucky.
Okay. Okay, you hit him with the 21. All right, you do crit damage to him first as you just kind of push him off the edge with your sword. So that's
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Which, oh, Jesus Christ. No, he's not that hurt. Fuck you. Fuck me and my mouse skills. All right, and he rolls off the edge. And we'll get to his free. It's only 20 feet high.
So he's got.
He wakes. All right. He gets pierced. His eyes shoot open in searing pain. But before he can even get a deck save not to fall, he's already over the edge and he's falling. He drops 20 feet, taking an extra 2d6 damage. But because of his position, I'm going to give you a +4 to that 2d6. Because of his position, he's got no way to brace himself. This is not him jumping off and taking damage. He's taking definitive damage. He takes another 13 damage. I want you to understand, this man didn't have a lot of HP, but in that one move, you brought him to 1 HP. He is on the ground, bleeding and broken and crying.
You are recalling the 2 he took at the beginning, right? When Catilla hit him with the sling.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
He is at 1 HP, on the ground, no longer asleep, but fucked up and prone.
Looks like one of those Family Guy animations when they fall.
Yeah.
Legs twisted behind them.
Yeah, he is hurt terribly. All right, I'm going to make that be your action and movement. You still have...
Excuse me, that was my free interact with the environment?
Fuck you, no. There's a limit to that, and picking up a body is a limit. That is your action and your movement. You have your bonus and reaction left.
How many people can see me? Can they all see me?
Bryn can see you. Castile can't. She's in a building.
I probably heard what happened, though.
Yeah, no, you all heard a guy go, ah!
No, Wilhelm scream. Wilhelm scream.
Goofy fall.
And you heard a loud crash, and now you hear sobbing and moaning from the side of the tower.
That's my turn.
Okay. Castilla, you don't know what happened, but something's definitely happened as you see Bryn walking back out of that place. You've heard a commotion. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You can't see him. You don't. He's too far in right now from that angle. You don't know he's there, but you see Bryn staring someone down.
Okay.
Now you can see him. As you step out, you see a guy with two swords just kind of raking them across each other. You see another guy sobbing and crying on the ground. He's clearly got a broken arm, a broken leg. He doesn't seem to have anything on him either.
Who do I hit? Just finish off my movement. And I'm just going to be merciful and knock him out with a sling to the head.
Knock him out or kill?
Knock him out. Not kill. And I miss.
Miss. Flux didn't say take off his armor, so he still has a 14 armor.
As much as that helps.
Technically,
he's prone, so you got disadvantage as well.
Yeah, you would have had disadvantage, so it's 11. You miss trying to knock him out.
Next round, I'm Goomba stomping him from the top of the tower.
He doesn't respond. You essentially flick a roll at the tower. He's not looking at you. He's wondering what the hell happened is right now. He's just kind of moaning and wondering what his place in the world.
I just want to establish this, that imagine you had narcolepsy. You saw some people approaching, you reached for your whistle, next thing you're awake, you're stabbed, and you're falling.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. You see, boss walks over. He's looking over his companion and he looks. And I need... What will the leader... Which spell will he cast? I like saying that.
Come.
All right. He has... Which spell? Which spell? I'm gonna need from you a wisdom save. As you see him try to cast a spell, and some whispers start to come to your ears. You don't make it. You're gonna take 3d6 psychic damage. And you must use your reaction to move as far away from the caster as possible.
Okay.
This is,
That's a weird
Flux
spell.
probably knows, Dissonant Whispers.
It's an odd spell.
So first things first, let's roll that damage. 6. You take 12 psychic damage, and Bryn, I need you to flee your movement speed.
That was me that made the roll for the wisdom save.
Oh no, this is Bryn. I'm sorry.
You didn't specify,
Bryn,
so.
Yeah, Bryn. You make it. You take half damage. You take 6 damage, and you are not scared away from him. So you take 6 psychic damage. He looks at you, and he seems disappointed by the result. And that's his turn. Bryn, you're up.
Gotta go punch him in the dick. Gotta go fast.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Punching people in the dick fighting.
All right, so you're gonna move up. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna move up. Rushes into the guy that's walking her way. It says, "Hi again."
Okay.
Stabby stab. Aw.
You miss with the frost brand on him. This guy seems to he seems to have sturdy armor on. He seems to be decently dexterous. You miss with the unarmed strike as well.
Yeah, I only have a 50-50 shot of hitting.
Compared to the previous squad, these guys seem to be, except for the one that got thrown off a building, a little more sturdy than the other ones. Especially the two that are standing in the doorway. You want to use, how many key have you used today?
Only 2.
Right, so you're level 4, you have 2 more. You want to go ahead, try to burn one, hit one more time?
There we go.
All right, you hit him once.
7 damage.
You hit him.
Kukri
He doesn't seem, you hit him across the face, what you think should be a a definitive blow, and he just kind of looks at you like, is that
And
your turn?
They're just gonna move back a bit because Drunken Master's great.
All right.
That's my turn.
All right. Now, normally I'd have him get up. I'd have him try to do something with his unarmed state, but I can't justify any of those thought processes right now for what Flux did to this poor guy.
Yeah.
He is going to roll over, reach for his belt, and then just sit. He is still prone. He is still on the ground. He is still dazed.
I really, really hope this is a dream.
Let this be a dream.
Okay, he's going to move forward, seemingly more confident with his boss there, and he's going to make 2 strikes against you. Let's go. Here we go, and that's gonna be a 23 and a 15.
23 hits.
All right, you take 12 slashing damage as one of his kukris comes slicing across your chest.
12?
He seems to be enjoying himself, and that's going to be his turn. Simone.
I'm just trying to figure out how he did 12.
He's attacking with both swords each time.
But he only hit with one.
Yes. It's his special thing.
I'm gonna try to peek out. I'm gonna head down to the bottom of the tower and peek out.
You come down to a doorway right here, and you just kind of see the boss doesn't see you. He's just kind of looking out the door. No, you're right. You're right here. See this little line right there? That's where the door is.
Well, I mean, I want to be peeking out, so hiding.
Yeah, you're all right. You're peeking out. You don't really see too much, except he's standing in the middle of the room. He's got his hands up, ready to seemingly cast again.
Good, he's got hands up. Cool. Let's see those hands start to melt, bossy boy.
Okay.
Phantasmal Force, give me an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence. And you would have to go for
The dump stats.
not wisdom.
Oh, I know how I work. I don't have not all my things go off of wisdom. I got a nice smorgasbord of choices.
I want to fudge it, but I also don't want to. He rolled an 8. So
Hey, bossy boy, I guess his hands are starting to melt. I assure you, this is painful.
Yeah, how much damage? That's a very longly written.
It's 1d6.
1d6 psychic damage. All right, roll it for me. It's your spell.
6 damage.
He takes the 6 damage, and he seems to be. He's not screaming yet, but he's reacting to his hands.
Oh, and by the way, you better bet those fingers are gone. We ain't doing no somatic shit here.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. Still, you're up. You see the guy on the ground. He's dazed. He's you don't know if he's a threat right now, but in the future, but right now he's not. And you just saw your Bryn get a nice gash across the front of her chest.
Okay. Quick question. This is something Castile would probably already know. If she were to go in wolf form, could she go through this door at all, or no?
there are squeezing rules in effect for large creatures going through medium. As long as you are not huge size,
Okay.
it's okay.
Well then, she will move.
So you do have more than just wild shape. You do know that as a druid.
Yeah, I do.
right?
As just like possible options that I could work with. Just thinking.
Fair. When do I get a new save on this one?
Let's see. What is the wording of this?
He can use his action to make an investigation check
Yeah, each turn. Action.
if he thinks it's something that's real and not just a spell that was cast on him.
Let's see.
I mean, to be fair, he doesn't know. He could just be like, "Oh shit."
Oh, I have
Leads.
planned how he's gonna figure it out. I already know
Probably
how that's
actually
gonna
helpful if I shit the spell page and not
I was
that.
gonna say that he's just trying to like, holy shit, the weed kicked in right now. Oh
Well-
God, I dropped.
I'm going to.
If you want to, no, I'm not dissuading you. If you want to go wolf, go wolf. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and I know. I'm just thinking of certain things.
You could help me with the guy that's. in
Yeah,
front
that's
of
what I
me.
was thinking. So, what I'm gonna do is cast a good old spell, which is Ice Knife at the guy.
Okay.
Does 16 hit?
No, you miss.
Okay.
That means.
But he also must make a dexterity saving.
Where are you throwing it? Because keep in mind, Ice Knife also will hit allies on a miss. It's any creature.
Here.
So you're throwing it
Somebody
behind.
Get behind.
All right. Yeah, fair enough. I shouldn't have told you that first, but all right. Roll that 2d6. Oh no, I got to do a dex save
Yep.
for him. Poor. That archer was gonna have like this pen attack, and it was gonna limit your movement, and
Woulda, shoulda, couldas. Now he has so much pain.
All right, so that's a dex save, which he gets a 17.
Yeah,
on
that
it.
succeeds.
That- All right, so he takes half damage or no damage.
For this spell, it is. No
it's no
cold
damage.
damage.
All right, so you throw the knife, it explodes, but he somehow seems to see it coming and dodges out of the way, taking none of the shards. Don't quite understand how, but he did. Anything else you want to do this turn?
Let's see. Let me just quickly check to see if that's considered standard or bonus. But my money, it's standard, so that's my turn.
All right. Boss is looking at his hands. Boss is screaming. Simone, you notice the boss say something. You recognize the words he's saying. He casts healing word on himself. Try and heal his hands. It's 1d4 plus his wisdom of
Does
4.
healing word use somatic? Or is it just a verbal spell?
Healing word.
It's a word.
Okay.
But I mean, healing word, when it's stop and effect, healing word just heals you.
Yeah, all he knows is that his hands are melting. So he's trying to heal his hands. He knows he healed up this should have stopped. The effect's still going. Can't do anything about it right now. But he's healed up. The effect's still going for somehow. He's starting to doubt it. It's his
Till I
turn.
get out here and start bullshitting him.
All right, Bren, you're up.
Well,
I
don't
want
have
you
a
to know he
flanking
was gonna save that healing word to pop up one of his allies. Now he can't do it.
Well, I wish I had a flanking buddy, but I don't. So I just have to hope I get 50-50 odds. So shank.
You hit.
10
You
more
do
damage.
10 damage. You definitely affected him with it. He's still standing though.
And then punch.
You hit. Right. He coughs up a little blood. He's not doing great. That's for damn sure.
Just gonna roll over there. And That'll be my turn.
All right. All right. He's starting to shake it off. Stands up. He looks around and he reaches for his weapons. They're all missing because of somebody.
He reaches and grabs empty air.
So instead, he essentially runs up to you and tries to punch you in the face. I don't have this attack prepared.
Yeah, and unless it's trained, it's just 1+ strength mod as far as damage goes.
No, I mean I don't have it trained to roll to hit. So
Okay.
his strength was a 2. He's not a monk, so he's not trained and unarmed. So
Nope.
I assume a 6 does not hit you.
She catches the
He
fist.
runs up and tries to clock you in the back of the head. You still see him coming and just duck your head. His fist was very slow and wobbly. It wasn't hard to.
Mhm.
And that's gonna be his turn. And then, well, turn around. Gonna look at you and go, "Huh, this is fun." He's going to go for 2 more slices. And just for the record, each time he's slicing, he's going with both blades across you in an X.
I understand that you're saying that, but I don't understand how it's doing that much damage.
Each one of these guys got some special stuff I gave them. Compete with you. Does 17 hit?
No.
Does 19 hit?
Yes.
All right. Take 2d6 plus 3 damage. You take 11 damage as he seems to slice you again. This time across one of your arms.
Ow.
Okay. All right. With that, he's going to change his position. He's got the blades forward, looking dead at you. He's got one far out and one to his side. And that's going to be his turn. Simone?
Simone's going to run out. Ha! Jump on the table. I, Simone Valois Capet, have made your hands melt. Now you shall run from me. So first off, it's going to be a 2. We'll make a 2-factor action. First off,
Okay.
I'm trying to use deception to make him believe that my spell made his hand start to melt.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to roll for him to disbelieve. That would be insight. He's got a decent check, but somehow I think you're still going to beat him. Bandit leader, come here. Insight. There we go. He rolled an 8.
I may as well do the damage for Phantasmal Force right now.
Yes.
Four damage.
Right,
I should walk over here instead. And then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the man.
You're going to hurt him with his own spell.
Run from me! But here's the thing, as long as I keep him engaged, he can't be checking those hands.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Dissonant versus Wisdom. Rolled it. Wow, I have been rolling really bad. He rolled a 6.
Ah! Take 9 damage. Run from me!
He's at half health because of all your psychic shit. And has to run into Bryn, giving Bryn an op attack because he has to run away from you. 5, 10, 15. Bryn, take your op. You
Do I get
miss.
advantage?
No.
Is he in armor?
20. No, he's scared, but he's only scared of Simone.
I'm asking. I'm asking if he's in armor because I have inspiration still. Bardic inspiration.
He's in a breastplate. You can see it on
You get
him.
bardic inspiration.
Not worth
It
it.
was only just
It's
me.
a 10-minute lasting thing, dude.
Oh, it
no,
only lasts 10
Bardic.
minutes.
Yeah, Bard would
Okay,
be
then never mind. Yeah. Oh well.
And that's Simone Sorcerer Supreme to him.
15, 20, 25, 30. There he goes. All right, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Well, I don't.
Just still,
I
you're
don't
up.
exactly see.
You've had a guy try to punch you in the face.
Honestly, I don't see him as huge of threat. So off attack, doot.
All right.
And move to here and wolf form.
So D20 plus 3, I said last time?
Yep.
No, this is the archer. He only has like a plus. I take it that doesn't hit you.
Nope.
He tries to swing for you, but he's too wobbly. He almost knocks him himself down.
Alrighty. And I'm gonna go bite the guy that's right in front of me.
Okay.
Oh, I hit him.
Yeah, all right. You have
Strength
advantage.
check.
And, first roll damage. He's dead. He had 4 health.
One thing that might have failed.
He did. Bren and him were fighting pretty hard. They've been beating the shit out of each other.
Yep.
I'm hurt.
I mean, I still have some move left. Do I have enough though? Just enough. Let's
All right.
go to here.
All right, you're cutting him off. Fair enough. All right,
That is
your,
all. That is
turn?
my turn.
All right, it's the boss's turn. What other spells did I give him? Because I don't think he has any more attack spells left or healing. I think you might have drained him.
I refer you to that Starship Troopers beam. As you can see, once you have incapacitated the spellcaster's hands, they are no longer a threat.
Yes, minor illusion and message. Somehow I don't think that's gonna help him in this scenario. You see him painfully reach for his sword. Right?
Neo, he doesn't think he has fingers anymore.
No, he's trying to reach for it with a stub.
He's got a stump for all he knows.
I mean, you can still try and reach for it.
Yeah, no. He still reaches for it. He doesn't get it though. Because where he's trying to reach for it, he's trying to reach for the stub. Instead, his fingers grasp his sheath, which confuses him, but it wastes another turn, and I need you to do more. Is it on your turn?
It's
the
on
damage?
my turn.
All
It's
right.
on my turn.
Did that go away from anybody else? All right, there it goes. That's his turn. Bren, you're up. You have the guy who's been trying to punch Kiri repeatedly, and the other one that seems to be fumbling and running.
Just gonna walk up behind the guy and be like, and shank.
You miss?
19 misses?
Let me check. Actually, no, I saw the 8. You might actually hit him. He doesn't have as high a AC. You know, you hit him.
Yeah.
He's
So
got
she
a
just-
breastplate, but he doesn't have high deck. So he
then
doesn't
she just
hit.
bonks him on the back of the head. Hopefully that.
How much you did? 8 damage?
And then 5 non-lethal.
All right. 8 damage. Then 5 more. No, he's still up. Still fine.
Oh my god, he survived me bonking him on the head.
Wait. That's your turn?
Yes.
All right. Where the fuck does it keep going? Every time I click away from this page, it goes away. All right. He kind of stumbles. He walks over, interacting, grabbing one of his buddy's cookeries. He barely makes it to striking range of you, Bren. And he's going to try and strike with a weapon he's not familiar with. So he gets his proficiency because it's a similar weapon, but it's not that much of improvement because he's normally an archer. And he rolls a natural 19 plus 4 for 23.
Ow!
Unfortunately for him, he's not trained in the ancient special twin strike method, so he only does 1d6 plus 2 for 7 damage.
Ow! I think that exactly puts me at 0. Yes.
Should have took him out when you had a chance, somebody. You leave.
Well, I was gonna deal with the guy that had the bullshit damage.
No, I mean
Because
somebody
the
should have.
2d6 was bullshit.
All right, so you are not dead, but you are incapacitated for the second. We're gonna put. You're not dead. You are. Put red on you. There you go. You are down for this round. You see Bryn go down. He gets sliced from. I mean, she gets sliced from the back. All right. That's his turn. Dead. Simone. You don't see him.
I'll make way for Simon Valois Sauces. Wait, hold on. You're not dead yet? I'm going to pull out my wad of magic missile and shoot 2 missiles at him and 3 at his friend.
Okay.
2 at him, 3 at him.
Okay. One of them's definitely not going to survive. One of them might, depending on how you roll.
That's 6 for the archer.
Dead. He had 1 this whole time.
That's 9 for his friend.
Damn it. He had 8.
And he had... Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
Sosa Supreme.
Technically, battle's over. Combat's done, but Bryn is currently bleeding out.
I go out of wolf form and cast Healing Word on her.
You have spells?
Yes.
I thought you were just a person who turned into a wolf every now and then, to be honest.
Okay, Bryn, you pop up with... Okay, that's not rolling 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability
All right.
modifier.
Didn't work how I thought it would.
You pop back up with Steel looking over you with 11 health.
You now work for us. You are a slave to us.
With Simone in his classic
As he's rifling through the body of the other man.
Bryn responds in the only way Bryn should.
They're
She
dead.
grabs Castilla and kisses her.
Okay. Let me take that dot off of you. All right. You do you guys want to actually investigate,
Yes.
or do you want me to just assume you all investigate the
Let's
area?
investigate.
Okay. Castile seemingly doesn't respond to your kiss and awkwardly runs into the house to go look.
There's a dire wolf stalking the place, so hold on, we have to careful.
I'm going to take that away. There we go. And I'm gonna say, for convenience sake, you guys essentially take the bodies and kind of just drop them over there for now.
Oh, I don't think so.
Please.
You are coming over into here.
Fine. So you put the
I
leader's
strip him of anything I want, and then I put him face first.
He doesn't have anything super of value on him. He has a nice heavy crossbow. He has about 40 bolts. He had a silver flute on him, which seemed to have been his
Yoink.
bard spellcasting focus. Um, he has a single short sword that just standard, and the rest of it was a breastplate and leather boots. Nothing. Everything else was just standard.
Wait, Bards can't wear medium armor. Hold on.
This isn't 4th edition.
What is this meant?
This isn't 4th edition.
Again, these guys very clearly dropped out or fucked up. You guys noticed, you being a better bard than most people, noticed that while he was casting the spells, he wasn't doing it in a proper way. It seemed to be ramshackled, and he slurred. He didn't seem to know the full process. It worked, but it was weird.
I want to point out that thank you, Neil, because this fight is now titled the Bitter Better Bard Battle.
Fair enough.
Well, that's a title.
The other two, there's two kukris. They're essentially short swords that have a curved edge. On that guy, he has a pouch with 20 gold on him. The archer, Simone already got everything he had. But other than that, the leader had no money on him at that moment. You essentially have his stuff. All right. Who's looking where?
Okay, I'm gonna start looking in the individual rooms, like the bedrooms.
These are sparse rooms. It seems like the boss of the place didn't allow a lot of decorations in case they needed to get out of here. You find papers in this room. You find a bunch of whittled figurines, for the most part, but nothing else was really there. This room, you assume was has a bunch of empty meat containers. That's about it. Nothing really else besides the bed and chair.
I'm gonna take these potions.
You find two normal healing potions and one superior healing potion. Those just hanging out on the table. This room seems to have been two people living here, but there's besides a picture of them, which is of the duelist and the
barbarian.
Duelist and the female elven archer.
Damn it.
Sorry, I already set these up beforehand.
I want to be the barbarian.
Wait, there was no female elven archer.
Yes, it was. You don't know. You didn't check her sex.
You check for tits.
You didn't check for tits.
That was a half elf.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Half elf. Fine.
Yeah,
You didn't check for tits.
Then that's fine. No, my character would understand.
Yeah.
Have you seen Bryn's image?
Yeah. So you see a picture of them together. You see some clothes thrown on the floor. But other than that, there's not really in this room either.
One final room.
The rooms seem to from the rooms you've checked, they seem to be sparse for the most part.
Well, and the final
The
room.
boss's room again is sparse. He has some ledgers out, have some papers. He seems to have a spare sword in the corner. It's just a decent looking long sword. You find another 20 crossbow bolts on one of the tables and a plate of food and mead.
I'll take the.
Seems
I'll
like
pocket the mead.
half eaten. You seem to have interrupted his meal.
Is the mead opened?
Mead's half drunk.
Yoink! I take the half-empty bottle of mead.
Okay, you're drinking after a man that clearly had leprosy, according to Simone.
I thought I heard you say there was also like a glass, like you was pouring into a glass. Never mind then.
No.
No, drink it. Drink it.
This
Gabe
is a mug of mead.
All right.
Gain his leprosy.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
I'm joking. He doesn't have leprosy. Simone just made him seem like he did. All right, there are. Can you guys see them? Should be able to see 3 chests.
Yes, I do.
Okay, there you go. There's also an open door to what appears to be the back of the building.
What do I see in the backyard?
See Bob.
Huh. Where?
Bob's not alive.
I'm guessing
is he?
he's like right here.
You should see him. You should be able to see him. He's on the token
Nope.
layer.
I see it looks like a blood splatter here.
Oh, that's what's okay. All right, I see what happened.
Bob's dead.
You know, Bob's dead. Bob fucked up. Bob brought attention when the boss didn't want attention. You see a sword stabbed through Bob's head.
Never
And
seen a
him
paper
as a-
person die.
What?
Never seen a paper person die when he wasn't inspect this.
You see a sword through Bob's head. This is the guy that was drinking alone in the corner. You guys can all tell that.
Yep.
He was he's got a sword still sticking out of his head. He's on the ground.
Does he have anything on him?
Not really. You scrounge around. Give me an investigation check. Because I've been forgetting to do that because I normally just give you guys loot. You find in his belt a hidden pouch that has about 5 gold in it, but that's about it.
Nice.
Everything else of value seemed to have been taken from him.
Nice.
You also the belt hidden pouch. You could also take his belt if you want. It has a already sewn in hidden pouch that's hard to find.
I think,
Seems the boss missed this single pouch on him.
I think we'll take that belt.
Right. You have write down belt with hidden pouch. And for visual effect, essentially on the back of you, towards you would be a small pouch you could put your something
Yeah.
in. Okay. But other than that, Bob's dead.
Okay.
Does anyone go through the chest?
Let's go through the chests.
You find all the stolen goods. You guys find what you have in these 2 chests and from town as well. In this one, Simone, you find something that looks interesting to you. It's a pair of very nice leather boots with some arcane scrolling on them.
Okay. I'm going to take the boots and go back over here and sit down and start to ritually cast Identify.
Okay. That's going to take 10 minutes. Anybody else doing anything for those 10 minutes?
So like this chest, this
I remind you, you two, did you tell them about the weapons left up on the tower? At all?
No. No.
All right, you guys don't know then.
so this chest contained our loot. This chest.
No, the one to the south contains essentially you guys' stuff. It's all mixed.
Okay,
in.
so basically a combination of
Between the two-
ours and the town stuff is within these 2 chests.
Yes, and both.
All right.
chests, Yes.
I start going through the chests and try and get.
And also, besides that, there's also seems to be about 200 gold that you don't know where it comes from.
I'll keep that 200 in a separate pouch.
You have no idea where it came from, but that's in there.
Actually, wait. You mentioned ledgers in the boss's office. I
Yeah.
want to look at the office in the ledger, see like maybe some reference to that 200 gold, like if it was stolen from the village or if this is like money that's been acquired.
Well, you see written on the ledger, on the front, the newest page that's written is Bob's a fucking idiot. They're gonna be all over us over this. We're gonna have to pack up and leave. God, the money from that inn was not worth it. We liked that town. It was a nice cover. Go in. We could get what we needed. No one asked questions. And underneath, and then you scroll down. It doesn't really say what they took. It seems like the boss was not happy. You see a bunch of other mad scribblings, him essentially venting. And then you say, hit a caravan today. Got a good haul of about 200 gold. Got some cows. got some grain. We're gonna sell the produce and the livestock. Hopefully, get ourselves some nice steaks out of it. Other than that, it's mostly scribbles and been scribbling out. You find the bottom half's been torn off. But that's all it really says.
All right, so the 200 gold probably came from people that are probably dead.
You don't know, but it says they hit a caravan. That's all you know.
Yeah, but at the same time, they also go through the village, so maybe he's still alive. Maybe. Okay, I'm still keeping that 200 gold in a separate pouch.
All right. If Bryn, are you doing anything?
No, right now, no.
All right. So we go. 10 minutes go by. These are boots of speed.
Ooh.
Nice.
See, I forgot to bring this up. I apologize. So here you go. I'm gonna just post it to the RPG General.
Okay.
There you go.
Anyone else find anything?
Well,
Anyone else find anything in this building?
well,
We're still looking for the lockbox and the wedding ring.
Kiri found all that, but he hasn't told you yet.
Yep.
She hasn't told you.
I basically found, like, our stuff and stuff that was stolen from this village. Yeah, apparently, Bob's a real dumbass. Apparently these guys, they really liked that little village. And apparently hitting it was a very bad idea. It was very, very unhealthy.
I mean, we can see the end results as we are here and they're not, so obviously, yes. Can I have my things?
Yes, I hand him his stuff, his perfumes, his nice clothing. And what else was it?
Simone's gonna go into this room and close it. And take like 5 minutes, then come out smelling better and better dressed. Oh, it's been a while since I've had to take that long smelling like that. So these are boots of speed. They make the wielder faster for a small duration.
Yes.
To be honest, I would like them, considering all of you have ways to increase your movement,
have them.
and I do not.
You can have them.
Yeah, you can have them. Or if you want the boots that let you jump really high, you can have those instead.
I'm good at jumping.
Everyone kind of tilts their head to the left and remembers just a few minutes ago when he springboarded off a tree into the top of the tower.
Yes, because that was majestic as fuck.
There was also a bow and some arrows on the top of the tower.
Oh.
They went so that he notes, so I left them up there.
All right.
A shame I can't use them.
We all ready to head back to town?
Yep.
Return this stuff?
Yes. We shall return the stuff.
It takes you guys a little while to get your horses saddled up and rebridled. But for the most part, you're able to. Kiri, are you out of wolf transformations?
I have 2 per. I can do it twice before.
All right, so you guys are moving at standard speed because of your slowest.
I move at 40 feet regularly.
Oh
yeah, Simone.
Yeah.
We can carry Simone together on our shoulders.
Well, you got to take the horses,
so
you
we
guys
would ride
had-
on horses.
Yeah, you guys take a little while. For the most part, it's not a hard journey. You've taken it before. You get back just as the sun is starting to start to go down. It's still light out. It's like late afternoon. You've had a little adventure. You hook your horses back up. Can
Yep.
I put them back on there?
They are hooked back up to the cart.
You hook your horses back. You see she's waiting at the edge of town. She sees you guys come in. So I'm going to position you all over here. Right there. Got it.
So Daniel,
Did you get it back? Did you get things?
I show her the
He
ring.
did.
I think Simone wanted to say something first.
Yeah, I was just confirming.
Okay. All right. Oh, thank heavens! Did you get the lockbox?
Yes, I also
box?
hand her the lockbox.
Oh, she grabs it, hugs you, and then rushes back into the inn. And she seems to be very, very happy.
Oh, before you go, were there any like maybe people from a caravan or something that may have dropped by your place, the inn?
We had a caravan go by a couple months ago, but yeah, besides that, the only one normally comes by are armed with guards. Why did you find something
Well,
else?
in the ledger they mentioned like a caravan where it also included like grain, cows, and some other livestock, as well as quite a bit of gold.
We haven't had any livestock or grain caravans go through this village in a while.
So,
Last supply run was 4 months ago.
so
They came through and restocked us and the general store, but other than that, no.
Well, I guess we're going to be holding on to that bit of money then, because we can't find the people to go back to.
You might want to check with the general store. He said he lost some. He got a couple of things stolen as
All right.
well.
I'll go check with them.
I forgot to mention this beforehand. There was a couple of trinkets in the chest as well. You don't know where they come from, but
Okay.
you can make the assumption.
All right.
They're essentially they weren't fancy. They were like a couple of grappling hooks. It seems like Bob was just stealing anything he could because he was being a dumbass.
Yep. So I go to the general shop.
Ah, you kill him?
Yep. And you got anything stolen?
Yeah, some grappling hooks, about 30 rations, a couple of backpacks, and some rope.
I hand them all over, save for one ration. Actually, you know what? I give them all. I give them all back.
No, don't give him a ration. He doesn't deserve it. He's
All right, you
weak.
give him all. He goes, "Oh, thank you, lad. You can keep that studded leather. You used to use it back in my armor days. I don't need it no more. Looks good on you."
Thank you.
And he goes back in. He comes back out and he hands you God, what is it called? A water skin. Hands you a water skin. That water skin's got some good oil for it. Should get it nice and
Spruced up.
nice and well treated if you do that.
Alrighty. I take
And he goes out to shake your hand.
and I shake it.
And he says, "Thanks for helping us out."
All right.
And he goes back in.
And I'll just move along to like the other buildings and see if there's anyone else.
No, the barn, general storehouse, innkeeper,
Okay.
and wife's house.
Alrighty then, so that's everyone. Like, what time of day is it? Like, night?
It's late afternoon.
Late afternoon? Well, you guys...
Considering the traveling and your looting and you're perfectly making sure to display the leader's body in the loo.
Look, that's perfectly
I am
rational.
an artiste.
It took you guys a while to get back to town. You see her run back out and say, "You guys have free rooms for the night if you need. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Meal and board." And she runs back in really happy, showing off the ring that's back on her finger.
Yeah.
Loudly, as she goes in, she loudly says, "I never should have convinced you to let me to take it off."
Well, that sounds like a husband who's going to be sleeping on the couch for a bit.
All right. With that, what are you guys gonna do?
Yeah. Do we want to
still need?
Do we want to continue on to the flotilla, or do we at least want to have a bite to eat before going?
It's up to you.
I'm good either way. I now have bad associations with this town, so whatever. We can do whatever you think is correct, squad leader.
It's like midday.
Yeah, it's late afternoon. It's not evening.
Okay, so I think if we spend like maybe get like a quick bite to eat, we could then get back on the road, and we should get to the flotilla. Like out of curiosity, like how
In
far?
a couple of weeks.
Oh, in a few weeks. So, yeah.
Okay. You guys go in. They say you decline their rooms. You tell them you need to get back on the road. You have a job to do. They give you a nice meal. It's a bit better than what you had before. You take it. It's probably the best stuff that they have. You eat. Y'all enjoy it. You all get back in your cart. Get on the road.
Mm-hmm. On the road we go.
With your new icon is now your cart.
Yay!
You all right? So the way this should work is I'm going to need a day order. So there's going to be, except for nights, there's going to be someone manning the cart, or maybe just two people. One in for the morning into noon, and one would be doing it all afternoon till evening until you camp. So, and I want perception checks from those, or you can split it 3 ways. I don't care. I just need to know who's going to be on the lookout while you guys are traveling down to go to the flotilla.
I'll do like the day driving, morning drives.
Okay. Does Simone dirty his hands by driving the cart?
So here's the thing: Simone can drive the cart. Well, he can get an unseen servant to do it. But he's, as we have seen
Paying attention.
throughout our days here, Simone is not the best at seeing things. I don't think I've broken a 10 in all the rolls for perception we've had. So,
And so I'm guessing
Simone can split the reading.
Bren, are you okay with manning the afternoon till evening then?
Sure.
All right. So, considering that you start off with evening, Bren, give me a perception roll. This day of travel. You know, this week of travel. Let's not.
Yay! A week of travel.
You're traveling along a roadway. There's not some. That's not a lot. You pass some more caravans, more travelers. You even pass a couple of patrols, but for the most part, nothing really happens. Kiri, give me for 6 days. Give me a perception roll for the morning. Same. It's pretty good. Come across a rather small forest. You keep traveling. You know where you need to go, so you get to here. Not really eventful. Everything's pretty okay. You have a decent travel. You guys are used to it by now. And we're going to go to something I was very proud of making. Where the hell is it? Damn, it is. Guys, come into town.
Yay!
You are. Let me get your cart icon. Coming in from the this side. From the right side.
That's big city.
Yep. Seems to be built on one of the bridges.
Interesting.
You guys come into this. You see these giant towers covered in ballistas on your side. You see about 2 of them. You see this huge, massive bridge. You've crossed a couple of these before, but you've not noticed a town built on one before, which this seems to be a town that's popped up. You notice You notice guards at the gate. You notice some of the walls have been shored up. You notice kids running around. People. It's a busy town. As you start to head in, you are stopped by the guards. Hail! What business brings you here?
Continuing on towards the flotilla,
Bryn sleepy.
and she flashes the badge.
That's nice.
I said continuing on towards the flotilla.
Oh, well, that's a ways up from here. If you'd like to stay, that's great. If not, we wish you well.
What time of day is it right now?
Midday. You don't have to stay in town if you don't need to.
You guys want to stay in town for a night? See if our luck's better?
No. Not
Yeah.
really.
Like to get to the flotilla.
Alrighty then.
Okay. Yeah, you travel through town, you see carts. You pass one that seems to have a jester hawking his goods. Seems to have joke books and novelty toys.
Mhm.
Hold on.
Wait, first you pass
As
by
as we walk, Simone stops at the jester.
You see a guy, he's got some kids surrounding him as he's playing with some toys and he's trying to tell jokes and he's jumping around. He seems to have a cart shop open.
What does he have in his shop?
He has some jack-o'-lanterns. He's got not jack-o'-lanterns, Jack in the Boxes. He seems to have some mechanical little those little hand shock buzzers. He's got weird little joke books. He looks at you and looks at the kids and he pulls up a packet of what looks to be some sort of food and he starts chewing it and then he opens his mouth and a stink cloud comes out and all the kids go, ew! He seems to be selling a bunch of novelty gags and goods like that. He has some chattering teeth.
Okay, so I want the teeth. I want the joy buzzer. I want the joke book. Does he have a whoopee cushion?
He has a pig skin that is in the shape of a whoopee cushion that seems to make a fart noise when
I want that.
he
Wait,
squeezes it.
wait, hold on. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. There may be a point where we're in like an anti-magic zone, and I want to make someone fart. I'll have to rely on old school methods. I'll take that too. How much for all that?
Well, good. Hey, well, good sir. You have all of this and more for only 5 gold.
What's the more?
Well, we also have this grapple stick. You see he pulls out our little rod and it has a little jester face on the front and his mouth open and closes. And he goes to one of the kids and bites his hair. He's numbing on your head. And he pulls out a spring. And on the end of the spring, he and it's in a little box and he tries to push it. You push it down, and if you find something you want to put in it and you have someone open it, it springs in their face.
Cool. So that's 5 gold, Bullwinkle?
Yes, that's 5 gold for it all.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him 10 gold. I'll take the things and say keep the laughs alive.
Will do. You carry on your way.
I'm just gonna put this down in my inventory as joke shit.
You essentially bought the traditional gags you would think of. He throws in some of the stink gum as well. So
Just put it down as a bag of gags.
yeah, you have a bag of gags.
And I'm gonna catch back up with the group. I didn't say anything to stop the group, I just peeled off them when I saw the jester.
All right.
I mean, I'm gonna be fair. Bryn is kind of is sitting there with you, like, thinking.
You You lassie, you want something too?
She will pay him. It's 5 gold.
5 gold for it all, for the entire gag book. The
Yeah,
gag.
she takes it.
Okay.
She needs this.
Great. You
She
two
puts her arm.
you each buy essentially a bag of gags.
She just goes back over to Simone, and she has a grin on her face.
You see, he seems to be in a good mood as you guys walk away. You see him hand out to all the kids some. You each have one in yours as well. He seems to be handing out some of the wooden helicopters. You know what I mean? Where you essentially spin the stick and it floats and flies into the air. Hands that out to the kids. They all go yay, and they all cheer as you guys drive off. He you guys pass a Fletcher. It has a bow and arrow on the side of that. You come to the middle of town, and you notice parts of the buildings are missing, and there's these giant wooden bridges covering it. You don't know. It seems to be old damage too. This is not something recent.
Hmm.
You just travel along the way. You see a man fishing off of one of them. He seems to have a cart start with some fish in it. You continue on. You pass 3 men. They seem to be arguing how to continue fixing the damage. This does not. You can tell from it. This does not seem to be a new argument. This is something they have all the time.
I asked one of them, so what happened here?
In the last gotta get the voice right. Hey, in the last incursion, when the goblins came through, they did damage. All the civilians from up their way fled to this. That's how the town came into being. But when the goblins got here, the town had turned into a fortress. So they started coming down the river trying to destroy it. Fortunately, they were stopped, but not before they did a bunch of damage. Yeah. We never this town isn't exactly authorized, you see.
Yeah.
So we don't get official help, but we're also not hindered since it's become a economic hub for the flotilla up the way.
Yep. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, like, this is the first time we've seen a town on a bridge.
Well, normally you're not allowed to build on the bridge, but at a time of emergency, and so many people were living here, and all those towns that used to exist up the way were destroyed. People just kind of stayed.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to it.
I told you we need to build with stone. And you see the other one turns right back into the argument. No, we need to get the wood first, then we could start building and continue going.
All
right. To the south, you see what seems to be an armory. To the north, there seems to be a blacksmith, and then a weapon shop further south. You see another jester. You assume it's part of the same thing. He's telling a couple of kids stories while pointing them the way. You go across a rather large inn and tavern, and on the way out, you bypass what appears to be a new wall, 3 more of those towers, and a woman manning a rather large produce stall. Nobody really pays you mind. It's normal hawking, trying to sell stuff, and you guys leave.
Yep. So the other towers, they all have the ballistas and all that stuff.
Yes, they all. These are siege towers, repurposed siege towers that have had ballistas put on them and ladders. They seem to be as guard towers now for this town.
Neat.
You guys head out of town.
And off we go.
Back to the thing. All right, you guys cross the bridge. You notice the land seems scarred here. There was many battles in this area, even from basic knowledge from the last incursion of the goblins. And you see ruined towns, you see makeshift watchtowers that have been half destroyed as you start traveling through. You've got about a couple of more days of travel, and Kiri, you find yourself looking to the north a bit more as the travel goes. You know your family's ancestral town, or at least the ruins of it, is there. You're not going to jeopardize any mission or anything, but you find yourself looking there more often.
Yeah.
Simone, you seem to be dreading the moment a bit more, as you know you might meet up with, what did we decide she was, your aunt?
Yes, an aunt, and then Simone is actively avoiding meeting up with them.
You guys all find Simone has been making sure that anytime someone goes by, he is in the back, covered up. He does not want to be noticed. He is
Come
not
on, Simone.
like,
Let's go meet your aunt. She can't possibly be bad as my aunt.
Plot twist. It turns out they're the same person.
Look, I am Simone Valois Capet. I am of the Valois Capets. I am not favored by the Valois Capets.
Let's be fair here, Simone. We're all of the Valar Capes.
What?
Huh?
Exactly.
Go away,
okay.
Ben.
Bryn chugs some booze.
Okay. As you guys travel, you come across a patrol unit. You ask where Gwendolyn would be. They point you to the northern ship. As you guys come by, you start seeing these humongous ships. One seems to be mostly destroyed. The middle one, it seems to be scrapped. You could tell it's been actively burnt, scarred, and also it seems to be under deconstruction. Further south, you can't make too much, but it still seems to be intact but damaged. To the north, you see the same, a unbelievably large ship, but seems to be in much better shape and under construction. And as you get close to it, the flotilla, you can't help but hear the sounds of people working on it. And we are going to move first to here, then to the flotilla ship. And you guys would be on the beach or on one of the platforms. You get to pick. Cart pulls up onto the sand.
I thought we would have probably been on one of those, like, what exactly are these things here?
Those are stairways.
Oh, those are stairs. Okay.
Yeah, those are stairways to get onto this giant ship.
Okay.
And as you come closer up to the ship, who here would have the best three-dimensional thinking? In other words, being able to judge things by their size.
So who could figure out a squared plus b squared equals c squared, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
I mean, I can do the math, but I think I've established my perception is not great.
All right, so
Don't
I'll
worry.
just give the details. It's enough.
Don't worry.
These ships are
Bryn
7.
knows.
Yeah, these ships are 7 stories high. These are This is like 100-foot plus ship.
It's a colony ship by fantasy standards.
Yeah. What?
It's basically the fantasy equivalent of a colony ship.
Yeah. This is humongous.
So Spaceballs level.
You don't know the length or width. You can't see the entire length at this point because you are too close to it. But you guys,
So what you're saying is it's going to take Bryn 5 punches to break it in half. One
it's going
for
to take
4.
you years. I'm going to put Bryn on the map. I'm going to put the cart on the map. But you guys can judge where you guys would be.
Oh, I thought the cart was up here.
Oh, right. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, no. I already put the cart on the map. All right, you guys come in from the top. There you go, cart. What are you doing?
Whew. Well, I assume we're gonna try and are there like any guards in front of the stairs?
No, there's workers going up and down. There's not a lot of guards. You saw a bunch of stations. That's who told you which ship to go through. Too. There's a bunch of patrols in the area. But right here, right now, there's not a lot of guards. At least that you can tell. Everyone seems to be working.
Okay, I guess I head up the stairs.
Is Simone on the map? You know?
I mean, are we gonna have combat on here?
Yeah, you don't
Okay.
have to put yourself.
I'm on the map. Ta-da.
There you go. As you climb up, you notice the stairs take a while. You are going up quite a distance, and you get up to the top after about 5-10 minutes of travel, and you're just floored by the size of this ship. The masts are massive. It's double mast with sails that seem to go across both. They're all furled right now, so you don't see their full magister. There seems to be full-size catapults and ballistas on the sides of the ships. The most surprising thing as you look down and you see in the distance, you could swear, but you think your highs have to be playing a trick. Highs have to be playing a trick on you. A full-size galleon hanging off of the back of this ship. You see a rather large tent, and outside it you see a blue-skinned, seems to have some web features. You would understand this to be a sea elf.
It's a monster.
And next to him, you, Kiri, recognize her as Gwendolyn.
All right. I trudge across like the mile.
They seem to be going over blueprints and talking.
I trudge probably like the 20 miles or so from stair to there.
Nah, the width is only 180 feet, but it's still for a ship. I looked up historic examples of the largest wooden ship.
Yeah, track and field.
This is the equivalent to the largest ever wooden ship ever made. Yeah, you're running. It's taking you a while.
No, I'm joking. Simone is actively staying with the group, not looking at anyone.
What?
Avoiding
No,
eye
Simone,
contact.
go run around.
No, I'm good.
Alright.
You walk up. These two seem to be debating. You see Gwendolyn hold her hand up for a second. Notice you, but hold your hand up for a second. To indicate she needs to finish this first.
Okay.
You overhear make sure they get the coating done completely under the underside. I know we're still a few years out, but this ship has to be perfect. And you see him nod, agree, and actually walk to the edge and dive into the water.
Sploosh.
Well, what we have here? You seem to be a new squad. Are you been assigned here as workers?
Hello. Good
Going
day, Lady Gwendolyn. We were told that we are the 54th Mobile Division, and we were told that you had orders for us.
Ah, the problem solver. Yes. Well, it's been multiple problems now. What I need you to do mainly is I need you to go to some ruins to the north. We've had weird sightings up there by some of the patrol units. There's also been some supply thefts. We're trying to get this expedition underway. The first king wanted to do this, and I've made it my mission to make sure it gets done. We're going to head north and then head to wherever we can see. We're still a few years out, though. We need every supply we can get. But for right now, I recently sent a small unit up the beach. We have a lighthouse over there, and they haven't reported back yet. I was about to send more guards, but you're the perfect type of squad I could see. If you can handle that, then I think you'd be best suited to head out and see what's wrong with the ruins.
Alrighty, so
And she turns to you, Simone, and she looks at your face very intently. Are you trying to hide at all?
He's actively looking at other things and avoiding eye contact.
How do you pronounce your last name again?
Simon Valois Capet.
Cape?
Yes, he is in fact your nephew.
No.
No.
Keith, no.
Nope. Good to see you looking out for me, though, Bryn. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Your aunt's a cunt. That's all she says
Yes.
to you.
I thought you said this was his aunt.
I'd appreciate it if you did not tell her I was here.
Get this
Where
done
is she,
and I
by the
won't.
by? I need to go talk to her.
Well, she's
Time you go down, you're not getting up if you do this.
Well, I don't particularly want to tell you where that fucking bitch is.
Now think about it this way. If you tell me, she'll be harassing someone else and not you.
She doesn't harass me. She took credit for my work.
Now, if you tell me where she is, she'll be harassing someone so she can't take credit for your work.
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I get an advantage?
No.
Come on.
You have actively hostile environment and you're trying to do negotiation.
Can I roll performance?
No, it's persuasion, dude.
Can I roll Brewer's Tools and Anderson Booze?
No.
Can I feed her booze?
You are trying. She looks at you and go, you could ask someone else where she is. I don't care. Now, on to business.
I just want to see if she's also my aunt too. Because, I mean, look at me and Simone. We look so much alike.
She looks at you funny and then goes, she turns to Castile. Too many punches to the head?
probably.
Look, I need you guys to check out the warehouse, the lighthouse. Then I'm probably gonna need to send you off to the ruins. Can you do it or
Yes.
not? Okay. And as you guys are talking, you see a worker run up. He waits patiently. All right. I need you to get that done. Whatever you find is good. Make sure the old man is okay. The old lighthouse keeper's been good to us. We want to be good to him.
So
Alrighty.
wait, I have a question. What credit did she take for you? I want to know.
Well, in the last goblin incursion, I was leading forces to stop them from getting too far into. They had already done devastation in this region. I led a unit to take the flotilla and create a fortress, as it had just been sitting there for too long, and to ram the goblins into it. It still had working weapons. It would have been a slaughter, and it was. I ordered her to go and prep the flotilla, as we acted as another force to drive them in. She told everyone that she, on her initiative alone, did this, and has continued to pretend and glory hog this idea. Now, rightfully, I got the credit for this strategy, but she has made her career out of being the hero of the last incursion.
This just goes back to the fact that this entire system's broken.
Okay.
Bryn just says offhandedly.
She doesn't respond. She says, well, we always looking for more sailors. Come back in a couple of years. Maybe you could travel north and beyond with us.
Honestly, that sounds far more palpable than this place.
Well, we're not going to be ready for another couple years. We're delayed for a few reasons. You see all those ballistas?
Yes.
That crazy loon at God, I gotta pull up the map real quick. I always forget the name because I gave them Norwegian names.
My question is, why is it so difficult to transport goods when we can teleport people?
They can transport people, not goods. It's a special teleportation thing. There he goes. That crazy loon at Mark says he has this new device that will replace all ballistas. Some type of cannon?
Oh, you mean the cannons? Yeah, I've heard about those.
I'm gonna need you to do a heavy history check.
I'm rolling the appropriate skill for this.
This is not a well-known discovery out of one of the Elven land. Okay. Technically, you rolled brewer's tools, but you got it. I'll let that.
I was
slide.
implying that she got it while getting somebody drunk.
Right.
But
Next
yeah, I still
time
got a
I'm
nat
not
20.
gonna let. Next time I'm not gonna let that slide. You need to roll history, but that's fair. Unless that's your ability. Is that a special ability you have?
No, I was just saying that.
Oh,
That's why I was justifying brewer's tools.
all right.
I'm justifying the use of this tool by saying that I learned the knowledge via brewing for somebody.
Well, I'm gonna let it slide this time. Next time, it's history.
I mean, that's what the tools are for, but okay.
You learn that the crazy guy. Where is his name? Here it is. No, that's not it. He's not Iron Fist. You are looking at. No, that's not the patch. Where the fuck is his name? What the? Oh, here it is. Curlin Gearcog. You heard that Curlin Gearcog has been experimenting with something with powder and explosives and iron barrels. Don't quite understand it yet, but he swears this is going to change the war in our favor. So that's what you know. Well, I need you guys to head out to the there. But other than that, we have a few years of retrofitting. We got to finish the work. The inside of the ship's a mess. Come back in 2 years. I'll put a good word in for you.
Alrighty.
If you want, you can go take a look at the bow of the ship before you leave, but we're kind of always on a timetable here.
Okay.
And she goes to turn and she starts talking to the worker, and you just overhear something about supplies and needing more pitch.
Okay, and Nia, those 3 missions. First was like go to explore some ruins up north.
No, first she needs you to head to the lighthouse down the beach. And then the original reason she called you was for the ruin mission. But since then, travel time, she needs you to go check on the lighthouse.
Alrighty.
Right now. She needs you to check on the lighthouse. But later on, she needs you to head to a certain set of ruins.
Okay.
That's really all it is. And then she's also said that if you guys want, she will put a good word in. You can travel with them in a couple of years.
Okay.
All right.
And there's also something about like supply theft.
Supply theft. You don't know what that's related to yet.
Okay, so I'll just leave that as the notes as like a maybe.
All right. Anybody else want to do something?
I'll head to the bow and take a look.
Anybody else want to head to the bow, or are you guys just taking off?
I don't. I'll go with the druid. Sure.
I have this very strange sensation that I must get to the bow and hold out my arms in a T-pose.
I'll grab your hip so you don't fall.
All right, you guys head to the bow. You find a
If the paper people can float, or do they just get soggy and die?
You find the end of the tent. You see some more catapults, some more ballistas. You see an absolutely humongous ballista at the front. And as you look over the edge, you see a raft with a bunch of barrels on it, and you see some hammerhead sharks seemingly being directed by a sea elf who's yelling at them instructions.
Yay! I will name that one Shark Friend number 1, and I will name that one Shark Friend number 3.
Interesting.
And then I will name you Shark Friend number 4. She pats the druid on the head.
Lassie, what's up? Are you patting me on the head? I need to direct the rest of the workers.
I said druid.
Oh, druid. Well, that sea elf is also a druid, for the record.
I pat both the druids on the head then.
Question again. All right.
Do you want some booze?
Not really. Kind of on duty.
Okay.
With that, honestly, it's time to stop.
King
It's
of the world.
11 o'clock.
I figured out the area of the ship because I got bored.
It's a rather large ship. I will say before you go, you notice the front of the ship seems to have a massive wedge of this green metal attached to it. That's about it. You stand around, you see Key Cup of Sea Elves pop up, seemingly jump on the raft, grab some black tar stuff from the barrels, and then dive back underwater. It seems to be everyone's just working on this ship. All right. Hope everyone had a good time.
I did. It was fun.